Hello, everyone. Hopefully this is going. For some reason, my internet's kind of messing up tonight, so let me get to where I can see the chat. Hello, Hensley. Hi, KJ. Love you, sis. Hello, Joe. Love you. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Judy. Hi, Player. Hi, Missy. Hi, Brendan. Hi, Dustin. Let's see. Hey, Rob. I sent you a link, Rob. Hello, Loudmouth. Hi, Poker Lady. Thank you so much for joining our little crazy family here. Hi, Ghost Catcher. Hi, Lynn and Handsome Seth. Okay. Hi, Jan. I was going to say, I think I got everybody, but then I seen Jan. Oh, how is everyone tonight? I'm just going to come on and say hello to everybody and kind of go over a few things, and then we're going to bring up our special guest tonight, which is Frugal Farmer, our favorite farmer. I'll be up if I can in a little bit. Right now, it's kind of... Okay, Rob, I understand. Hello, Colleen. Or no, let's go ahead. Hi, Chris. How are you? Coheed. Why did I say Coheed? I can't see. I need to put my glasses on. And I broke my glasses, so I had to super glue the daggone things. And now I'm ordering some more glasses off Zenny, but it's going to take a couple of weeks for them to get here. The only thing about buying them online and doing them cheap is it takes them a bit to get here. Ooh, what'd you have for dinner, Chris? Oh, see, I called you Coheed. Rob's calling you Cowherd. That's hilarious. Oh, Loudmouth, I promise you, this live stream, we're usually not very relaxing. But hopefully we don't disturb you too much. Fried mushroom. Oh, I was just saying that today, Chris, that I wish I had some fried mushrooms. I want some fried mushrooms, some cheese sticks, and some fried zucchini. Hello, Vega. How are you? Twinkie is working on coming on. She's having some issues with her computer again tonight. That thing is just not wanting to work with her. So she'll be here soon. George will be here soon. You've been called worse. Yes, fried mushrooms does sound amazing. We are right now, Vega. I hope you are as well. I do sound a little more hoarse tonight, and my voice will probably go in and out, but that's because my allergies and my sinuses are so bad today, it's unreal. Like I've had a headache all day long. And I'm not feeling too hot tonight, so I'm probably not going to be on here for real long tonight. But we're going to do our interview that I have been looking forward to. And then we'll chat for a little bit, and then we'll... Am I buffering, y'all? I don't know what the deal is with my internet. It keeps showing me that I'm buffering, but I don't know if I am or not. Whew. Hey, buddy. Okay, Lynn. Hey, Troy. Okay. Hi, Randy. That's okay, buddy. I know you're at work. Hope you have a good night. Well, at least it was just pee. Hey, Frugal, my favorite farmer. I'm sure it's going to work just fine. I'm fixing to send you the link here in just a sec. How are you, Hensley? And Hensley Paranormal TV was our very first member to join. We now have our members button, so people can join the channel and become a member. Brendan, I don't think I did. Let me look and make sure it's not in a. It shouldn't be in spam because I email you all the time. Let me make sure though. No, Brendan, I don't have an email from you. I'm sorry. Let me make sure it didn't go nowhere else. Well, no, because my other deals are empty. I don't have an email, Brendan, so you may have to. Oh, Lynn, thank you. I want, hey, will one of the members please go on there and see if the emojis turned out? You have custom emojis on there. 3 ghosts in the house. Thank you so much, Lynn. And Joe, thank you so much. And thank you so much, Hensley. And thank you so much, Kdogg. Kdogg became a member earlier as well. Okay, yeah, I need to work on those because I don't know. I'll figure it out. But do you see that we have a Twinkie emoji now, y'all? I think I'm more excited about that one than anything. I do need to figure out how to make them a little bigger or a little clearer. That's so cool, though. We have a Twinkie emoji. I love that. Oh, my Lord. I think it's awesome, Rob. There's my Twinkie. Hey, Twinkie.
Hey.
Get it going?
Yeah, finally. I had to restart everything.
Okay. Yeah, Vega, if we can answer it, we will. And if we don't know the answer, we will definitely figure it out for you. Did you go check your channel, Twinkie?
Did I check what?
You need to check your channel and see if you have the members button deal on yours. Rob's got it. I got it. George and Rich got it.
What is the new members button?
It's where they can, like, you know, when we were members for James and Omar.
Yeah.
It's that. We got ours. And look, Twinkie. Well, you may not be able to see on there. I have custom emojis now. And one of them is a Twinkie.
You are kidding me.
Nope.
Oh, my Lord. Let me go around and check and see. A Twinkie. I see yours.
Okay, Randy. The reason they took that off there, like now when you click the 3 buttons beside people's names, you can no longer go to their channel that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All you can do is block them or
No, mine don't say that. Why? Mine just says
are you in your analytics?
no.
You have to go to your studio.
All right, I'm going.
Oh my Lord. Now there's a bunch of Twinkies on the deal. Hey, Gyro. And there's my sis, KJ. I knew I seen you up there earlier. Now everyone's doing Frugal Farmer. So now we got to go look them up. Yeah, so now you have to go look them up. I don't know why they changed that, but they did.
All right, I
I
clicked on
think they did it
analytics.
because of all the Butter for Better channels.
All right, I went to analytics and it said go to new analytics.
No, okay. No, go to where it says monetization.
Wait, hold it. Go back.
Like, are you the old one or the new one?
The old one.
Okay, go to channel
Okay.
and then look down there where it says memberships in one of the boxes. Oh, thank you, KJ. You're a ghost now.
Go to monetization.
No, don't go to monetization. Look in the boxes and see where it says membership. Where in your channel.
Okay, I need to enable it.
No, you can't. Don't enable it yet. Does it say you can enable it?
It says eligible enable.
Okay, then you got it, but you can't do it that way. So it's a whole ordeal you got to go through to do it. But
You want to wait until after your stream's over?
yeah, well, we won't be able to do it tonight. We'll have to do it tomorrow,
Okay.
because it takes forever.
Okay.
Because you'll have to make a video and everything else for it too.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah, it's a pain, but it's worth it. Jan, we have membership that is $1.99. We have some that's $4.99, and we have some that's $9.99. And it doesn't matter which one you get, you still get the emojis. You're still going to be in the description of our videos. So we've got 3 tiers, but the bottom tier is $1.99. Then there's a middle one for $4.99, and then there's a bigger one for $9.99.
And that's every month, right?
Yes.
I thought you had to have so many to be able to get
You
that.
did it one time, but now they changed it. So I don't know why they changed it or what they've changed it from, but they did. Ah, Sherry, thank you.
Makes you wonder what's coming next.
Yeah, Sherry's a ghost. I just love that we have a Twinkie emoji now. I'm so excited. Your chat froze. Go up to the top and click live chat, and it should unfreeze it. Twinkie bloody handprint, Twinkie bloody handprint, Twinkie bloody handprint. That's what it says on the StreamYard deal. Twinkie bloody handprint, Twinkie bloody handprint. How are you, Miss Sherry? Twinkie, I don't know if you've seen it or not yet, but Sherry posted a picture of me, you, and her on Twitter earlier.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I miss it. I know I think you have to have over. Okay, don't quote me on it, but I think you have to have over 1,500. But I'm not sure. But I think you have to have so many views and so many. So I'm not sure, Brendan. It was a shock to me. Gyro, your woman's calling you. Hi, Miss Crazy. How are you? How was married life during quarantine? She got married right into quarantine. How's the honeymoon?
Well, I got some news today.
Did you?
Yes.
What is it?
I was offered a full-time job today
Yay, where?
in the bakery.
Oh, that's good. That's what you've been wanting.
The guy that took it 2 weeks ago that came out of the cafe where we work,
Uh-huh.
he's been in there 2 weeks. He put his 2 weeks notice in Monday,
Oh, wow.
and they said that they know they're supposed to wait 60 days to ask, anybody to be, you got to be there 60 days before they ask you to do a job.
Mm-hmm.
Said that they've seen where I have busted my butt, and I'm there even if I'm not supposed to be. They can count on me to come in. So they wanted to offer me the job and the pay raise.
That's awesome. Good deal.
Got $2 more on the hour.
Heck yeah. Vega, yes. I think the best one that would be able to help you is KJ Jomar. And if the spirits are running from you, more than likely they don't want to communicate. Or you could be having, I've lost my, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. You could have a residual haunting. So the person may not even know that you're there. But if they're trying to communicate, I don't understand why they would run from you. Hello through the veil. So KJ might be the best one for you to have a little conversation with here. KJ, I don't know if you've seen Vega's comment or not, but yeah, it could either be a residual or they just may not want to communicate. We've had some, KJ says she gets residual. So they probably don't even know that you're there. And sometimes that'd be best to just leave it that way. It's a dark shadow figure that peeks around the corners always.
That sounds familiar, don't it, Twinkie?
Huh?
Remember peeking around the corner over
Yeah.
here?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could still be a residual haunting, even though it's like just peeking around corners and stuff like that. And if it doesn't want to communicate, then I would just leave it. Because if you try to make it communicate, it may be something you don't want in your home.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, I've got to get this email sent to Frugal real quick. I'm telling you, my allergies and stuff are so bad right now. My sinuses, I don't know. It was 94 degrees here today. And just everything in the air was like attacking me.
Hey, Randy.
And now we have another case in Monte County. I was just bragging last night that we only had one.
I had laid down for a nap, and Michael woke me up and said something about they're going to thinking about quarantining, shut down grocery stores for at least 10 days.
Well, this one, the lady, she's supposed to live here, but she works in Bowie, but she works at a nursing home. A rehab and rehabilitation nursing home. And so that's not, I don't know. Hopefully. Okay, Frugal, if you're still here, I sent your link through email. Hey, Lady D. How are you holding up, Lady D? I know you got plenty of videos, but how are you holding up not getting to go to the casinos? I know that's got to be hard.
I bet you her head is itching really bad.
Oh, I bet. My mom's is too. Hensley, you had a fun live stream. I'm sorry I had to leave. I had to go take care of some stuff real quick. Whew. You ever have those days when your allergies and stuff are so bad it makes you feel like you can't breathe hardly?
Mm.
Okay, KJ says put rock salt around your doors and windows, Vega. Should I cleanse the place?
It's right today's Shannon's birthday.
Huh?
Today's Shannon's birthday.
Yes, it is. I'm waiting on her to come in, so I'm not going to sing to her or nothing. But
why not?
You do not want to hear me singing whenever I ain't got a crackly, even manlier voice than I do right now. If you are in the UK, welcome you back. You get fined $170. Here in our town, if you're out just doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing or whatever right now, you get $1,000 fine and up to 6 months in jail. It's okay, Frugal. Take your time. Hey, Randy, don't make me come through this screen.
You need to hear her sing.
You really don't need to hear me sing, but hey, Rob, I thought of one of your custom emojis you can get. You can have a crab.
I have to add your on the member thing. Pocketbook thing. Is my TV too loud?
I don't think so.
Well, it's not mine. It's Slim's. We thought we was going to have to take him to the hospital one of the hours.
Why?
Is where he fell the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He's not been able to. You don't know if he fractured his shoulder or what. Now he's hard-headed. He won't go.
Well, he needs to go get it checked then.
He's scared. Yeah, he don't want to go into the hospital.
Well, I understand that, but if he leaves it too long, it could freeze up.
Well, I think it's
a frozen shoulder is 10 times worse.
He said it hurts the body.
Is he moving it around at least?
He's trying to.
Okay, he needs to try really hard.
Huh?
If he's not going to go to the doctor, he needs to try really hard because he does not want to get a frozen shoulder.
Because he said that Kayla, she had it a couple of weeks ago, and she went to the hospital. They told her what it is and told her to move it around and stuff like that. And he said that's probably what they're going to tell him to. I said, well, you could have broken it. You don't know.
Yeah. Well, I sure hope it gets better.
Look, April 20. Where's the Twinkie? I haven't seen the Twinkie. The emoji.
Look at Joe's.
To me, it's a circle with 2 lines in it. Joe's?
Are you on the
StreamYard?
No, you have to look at it on the regular.
Okay.
Sherry said, wish it was fudge covered. And Claire, you're not going to let me live that Freddy deal down, are you? Yes, allergies do suck.
Well, everybody's going to be doing them Twinkies now.
What's everyone doing for Halloween? I know it's a bit early. As much as possible. Oh, there we have Frugal. Okay, before I put you up here on the screen, I hope you know your camera's on.
Twinkie, leave your camera on. Frugal.
Oh, you turkey. I'm going to hurt him. I'm going to hurt him. I thought it's a picture.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
You can?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me shut off this other computer. Old people in technology just don't mix.
Oh, you're fine. Yes, we want to see the handsome frugal farmer too, Sherry, and he's just not going to show us.
Handsome. When I was born, the doctor slapped me, then slapped my mama.
Oh my God.
Missy said, check out that sexy man.
I appreciate you letting me come on. I'm sorry it's been such a cluster. We're having a storm here, and I'm trying to hotspot my computer to my phone, and and technology just in my interest. So.
Oh, you're fine. It's coming on good.
Oh, okay.
We can hear you good, and we can see that old man good.
Yeah, I think that's my first grade picture.
Oh my Lord. Oh my. Okay, so guys, I have some questions for Frugal, and then I got a few things that I want to discuss with him and let him tell y'all more about. And then we're going to open it up and let y'all ask some questions. And I'm sure there'll be lots of thong talk and dentures and all that. So have your questions ready.
Hey, just so you know, I can't see any of the chat the way I got this thing rigged up, and I don't want to do an experiment right now.
Okay, we'll try to tell you as people say.
Get awful tired holding that picture up there after a while.
One of these days, we're going to get him to come on camera.
We'll see.
All right, Frugal, why don't you start out by telling everybody a little bit about your channel?
I started my channel like 4 years ago, and I had a lot of little odd knowledge that I thought it might benefit people, and I said, well, I'll do a homesteading channel because there probably isn't a homesteading channel on YouTube. And then I found out how many channels were on YouTube.
Yes.
And, I went a long time. I didn't have any subscribers. When I got my first subscriber, I almost stalked them to death.
I think we were all like that, though, Frugal.
Yeah. Because I was figuring, YouTube millions, and it would be swimming pools, movie stars, and hookers. So.
Yeah. So now you just don't have the swimming pool or the movie stars?
Nor the hookers. I can't afford them either. So.
That'd be a once a month thing or something?
Well, at my age, maybe once a year, I'd have to get a running start and do a dive. Or.
Oh, my Lord. That is hilarious. So how did I know the story about your farm and stuff, but I don't know if everyone else does, but how did you become a farmer? Is that like a family business or your family home or?
Well, yeah, my family settled this land, and this was the home place. And the front part of it was here during the Civil War and beyond. And they added on as they had youngins, and my granddaddy had a lot of youngins. And my daddy farmed, and my granddaddy farmed, but they did other work too. They had businesses and stuff. And I only have a little over 6 acres, so I don't really have a really big thing going on. And it's just something. Farming's hard to get out of your system or your blood. It's a hard thing to do. I mean, it's just, I enjoy it. Today I was out planting radishes and spinach, and it's just, I just love it.
It definitely sounds like it. What is your favorite aspect of farming and homesteading?
I guess I like the animals, not in that kind of way, but like watching their antics and all. But I just like being able to, bring them along, and everything's on my farm's real calm. My pigs can get out, and I can call them, and because I got 5 female pigs, and I can call them, and they'll come to me. Now we aren't going to hug and anything like that, but they'll follow me back to their pen and get in their pen. They aren't scared or anything, and I like that. And except for my cats are a little bit leery of me, and I've got 4 feral cats here too right now, and that goes up and down just depending on the day.
Right. Hi, Genocide. Hi, Allie. Hi, Mr. Nas. Let's see. So the reason why you got involved in YouTube was just to kind of share your knowledge and.
Yeah, and it kind of as a video diary, maybe some of my relatives years to come would run up on it, and figure out, that, hey, I was a part of it, and, they learn a lot of things, that how to do stuff. And that's like, I just got through with a storage unit I made for my shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to share it. If it made somebody else's life easier, I was all for that. I'm at that age, it just don't matter anymore. I don't need to keep it secret. If it'll help somebody make them better, that's fine with me.
And that's awesome.
And thank you.
Yeah, what so far has been the most difficult part of farming and homesteading?
Me. I thought I knew a lot going into it. We were talking about homesteading, like, please let me show you. And it don't work like that. I make mistakes every day with stuff, and, buying decisions, stuff I've bought, breeds of pigs, chickens, I've made mistakes, and it's just, you learn from it and plan better next year. And,
right. Good night, Poker Lady. Thank you for coming.
Night, Poker Lady.
Okay, do you have any advice to anyone that is wanting to get into like homesteading or anything like that?
You can do this in a corner of your yard or in pots. There's a thing called postage stamp gardening.
Mm-hmm.
It became real popular back during World War II, where if you had anything around your house, it was planted with food. And that's how people did. And I think as we see in these times now, a food supply that you control is very handy.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And we're going to discuss that some more soon. Now, what's the strangest thing that's ever happened to you or just in general on the farm?
To me, I met this sword swaller at the circus when I was real young. And no, I can't tell that story. Sorry about that. But
now we want to hear that story.
Oh man. I guess dealing with trespassers, I had one today. Somebody come up and blew the horn and was waving their hand for me to come out to where they were at, and that's about 100 yards. I ain't walking out there, and I don't know the people.
Exactly. And
I just stood there and put my hand behind my back. My Uncle Smith and Western weren't with me at that particular time.
Mm-hmm.
And, they pulled off and left, and I'm like, why is that? Still don't know why they did that, but just stuff like that. Just people. I've got no trespass signs. Don't get me wrong. I like people coming, but I don't do impromptus. It's planned. I like it being planned and all that.
Twinkie, we need to make sure he knows we coming.
Yeah.
We'll just pull up and honk and say, it's the Twinkies. Don't shoot us.
That'll be fine.
Put Smith and Wesson away.
Yeah. Okay, so I know that your place is haunted.
Yep.
So has there ever been anything that's happened to make you think about leaving the farm, or anything that really got under your skin there?
I think when I was little, I was more sensitive to stuff that was around, and it spooked me out a little bit more. And not so much I wanted to leave, but now, I figure anybody here is my relatives.
Right.
I don't think they're going to do me harm, but like that Tombstone deal, I think they knew I get too much stuff going on and stuff lagged, so they were kind of spooking me to get that Tombstone fixed and out of the way. And it's backed it up. Yeah. But I hadn't had any more of that. There's creaks and bumps and little things, and I get little shadows that, because I'll go by a door and I'll look and I'll say, what was that shadow? And I'll go back and look and it's nothing. Oh, okay, I know what it is now.
Right.
But that's about it. Just them, being honoring and, kind of, we're good in good company that way.
Okay, so right now on your channel, you're doing a food challenge on simple, stretchable foods. And like right now, this is a time when it can really come in handy.
Yeah.
So can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, I'm a cheap cook and I try and make stuff stretch. That's just how I was brought up. And it was with Stacy's Country Cooking was my first choice, because I've been wanting to do collaborations with people since I started. I'd email these big channels and say, I'd have like 8 subscribers and want them to do something with me. And that's we'll get back with you later.
Right.
And I got with Stacy. I sent her email, and in like 20 minutes, she said, well, I'm in it. Just tell me. And Stacy knocked it out of the park. And she said, wanted to do a second video. I said, by all means. And she hit a grand slam on the second one. But what I want to do is what people have got and what's cheap, how you can spice that different, cook that different, where you can stretch it and you can still feed your family. And, within your budget or what you've got in the house, you may have to go a week, before you can get in to a grocery store or something. So you've got to make this stuff last. And, and for it to be tasty, because, most time adults, they'll pretty much eat in, but you got little kids, they're a little bit more discriminating on taste and all.
Exactly. And I think right now, especially like Lynn right now, she said, I think I killed my tomato seedlings. Right now would be a really good time for y'all to be checking out Frugal's channel, learning how to do some of this stuff, just in case. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring, as we have all learned.
Exactly. And like if they have a particular, I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about stuff, I can get you the right answer. And I don't mind. My email's on my about on my channel, and email me. I'll help you. I don't mind at all. That's the whole purpose of my channel. I've got like 1,100 plus really cheap videos now. So I'll get you an answer, because I want you to, eat and live well.
And I mean, right now, there's so many people flocking to these channels now, all of a sudden, because now they want to know how to do it. So definitely make sure you're buttering Frugal's buns, because he has a lot of great, not just cooking videos. He does a lot of cooking videos on his, but this cheap way to make food and, change it up and stuff is going to be really good, I think. I think it's going to be really good for your channel.
I hope so. It took me a long time to get subscribers, and I'm just a few from 1,500, and I'm just excited about that. I just, people come back, and I've got some long time, and I appreciate those people that come back, listen to my ramblings and stuff. And I appreciate you. You've been a big help with all these channels. I was trying to remember, where did you and I meet on the tube anyway? Did we meet in one of Doug's live streams?
I think so. Doug Fairchild, yeah.
Yeah, because
a long time ago.
It's been like 3+ years, because I hadn't been on too long.
Yeah.
And, but you've been a big help to me, and I appreciate that.
Always.
And you help everybody like that, though. That's just not exclusive to me. You help everybody like that with stuff.
Yes, she does.
That's because we're all family.
That's right. That's right.
That's what you do.
Yep. Well, that's really true.
But me helping other people helps me learn as well. So I think it's a win-win.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. And karma has teeth, and sometimes it has a pat on the back down the road.
Exactly. I, for one, do not ever want to be on the end of bad karma. So I try to stay on the right side of it.
Me and you both.
So you have a new series on your channel. It's a new upcycling series. And you're doing this to help fund the cats that you're taking in and raising. Could you tell us first what the upcycling is, and then tell us how we can purchase stuff, how that's going to go to help, and what all you're doing with that?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to sell it at the flea market because a lot of this stuff is just too bulky to ship or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting stuff off Craigslist. I've got one barn that I've negotiated with a guy to tear down where I get more stuff. But what I'll do, and what I'm trying to do is, if you have something, if you need money, you can do this stuff and sell it, and just show people. But like I've got some shelves I got from a guy and some other wood that's really nice wood. I'm gonna make a set of shelves that are a little bit different. I like the looks of them, and I'm gonna make those. And if the flea market ever starts back up, I'll carry them to the flea market and sell them. And I do this to fund my feral cats. Of course, I'm gonna fund them anyway, but I just figured it'd be a way to get everybody's input on what I was doing and how I was going to do it. And but I've been, gosh, how long have I been rescuing cats? I rescued my first cat. I was about 9 or 10 years old.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'll tell you a story that's never been told before about that. My daddy and I used to go to this place and fish when I was little. That was our thing to do together, was to go fishing. I didn't care if we didn't catch a fish as long as I was with my daddy. And this one place we went to, there was these feral cats. Well, I'd been sneaking stuff out the house to carry down there and feed them. Tuna fish or whatever I thought, Vienna sausages. Well, this one got where it was kind of getting near me. Well, my dad knew what the deal was. And so I'd want to go to that same spot. And he said, "Are you going to fish or are you going to mess with them cats?" And I said, "Well, Pop," I said, "the cats are hungry." And he said, "All right." So he entertained it. Well, this one little black and white cat finally let me start petting. Well, I think my daddy knew what was coming. After about 2 weeks of petting that cat, I said, "Pop, can I carry that cat home?" He said, "I knew it was coming." So it was kind of a long ride. So I threw together some kind of cage, and I've got and put Bo in that cage. Well, we were in an old Volkswagen, so we got fishing rods hanging out the window, a cat in the back, and we don't get started, and all of a sudden that cat takes a dump in the Volkswagen.
Oh, no.
Well, we had the windows down. We rode down. We could have stopped and got it out, but we were just trying to get home. And we brought Bo home, and Bo stayed around here it was a few years. Bo stayed with me, but after that, any chance I had, I was feeding cats, and I fostered a lot of cats, and it's just something I enjoy. I enjoy the cats. Now my cats aren't petting cats, the ones I have right now, and I'm fine with that. And but they'll come near me. They're relaxed around me. They know when I'm walking around, they got nothing to fear. They just don't want me petting them. So.
I think that's awesome that you do that.
Oh, I enjoy it. It is. I just enjoy it. I've got like 4 different areas, and I hadn't been lately, but when I pull up there and them cats know it's me, because they about know how my old raggedy rust bucket truck sounds, and they'll start looking because they know they're fixing to get fed. And I'll feed them pretty good. Last time I was there, I figured, I said, well, I'm not going to be through here in a while. So I dumped a good bit of food, but they aren't getting fed. A couple of places kind of dangerous. I have to get in there, kind of sneak in there early in the morning and get out. And but I enjoy it. I wouldn't have it no other way.
Now, I know you said that you're not going to be selling some of this upcycling stuff off or to like other people than the flea market and stuff. Is there a way that we could help? Do you want like cat food donations? Do you want like donations? I mean, I think it's a really good cause and I'd love to be able to help, but where could we send that to?
Well, I ain't got all that worked out because I'm technologically challenged, but I may get to that at some point. But
Okay.
you know, I just right now I've still been able to feed them. You know, back now I did go through a rough time. I was feeding them hot dogs and stuff out of the freezer. This has been a long time ago. A lot of things were happening in my life, and but they stayed around. They were good with the hot dogs or whatever I could mixture I could come up with. I just I'm pretty well funded for right now, and with doing this, you know, hopefully, with the flea market opens back up, I'll be able to sell this stuff, and I think I will, and I think, you know, stuff will look pretty good, you know, for the vision I've got. And that's my problem. I can see a vision, but I can't explain it a lot of times.
Right. Well, I definitely appreciate that you're doing that. And I know that the cats are very appreciative too. But if you ever decide that you would like to take donations or anything like that, definitely let us know how we can help. Hello, Mary.
I will do that, and I appreciate the offer. That just means a lot to me. You know, it just, you know, I wish I could do more than what I'm doing, but right now I'm limited, and just my time's limited because, you know, I'm trying to, you know, keep the train going and run the caboose and ring the bell. And just if that train jumps the tracks, you know who's going to catch it.
We need to get you a PayPal.
Yes. I'm going to take this moment to tell KJ and Gyro, get a room. You two love birds.
I've been posting Frugal's email in case anybody
Yes.
wants to get in touch with.
Yeah, y'all definitely email him. He can definitely help you. But main thing too, go over and I'm going to put his link in real quick because you can't just like hit the button now and go to it. So I'm going to put the link in. Y'all make sure y'all go over and butter his buns.
I appreciate it. I'm right at 1,500. I never would have dreamed I'd have made that. When I got 20, I was excited, but it wasn't until the last year and a half that my numbers started picking up. I don't know if that has something with my searchability or whatever, but I was like, you know.
Frugal, everybody loves hearing your stories.
I'm forgetting a lot of them.
All day. I put Frugal Story instead of Frugal Farmer. Whew. I'm listening to myself talk. Okay, so there's his link, guys. Make sure you go over and butter his buns if you don't already have him. Hello, Mary. I think I already said that, but I wasn't sure, so I wanted to make sure I did.
Yeah, I do my stories. They come out every Sunday, and it's just a lot of times I just different things jar memory. And if I think it's something funny, because a lot of stuff, it'd sound like a lie if I tell it. I don't want, you know, give that impression. Right. So,
but as long as you know it's true, nothing else matters.
Exactly. Hello, true. Troy. How'd you call? Now,
hey, Troy.
You've given us a couple of your ghost stories, and we have them on our channel in our season 1 and season 2 of my ghost stories. And those to me are just fascinating. The stuff that's happened in your home and on the land that you live on. It's got so much history.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people that's died out here, and then they used to bring the bodies back to the homes.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you may not know that. Some of you probably already do, but they bring the bodies back, and they sit up here, and even that don't, you know, I don't know, that just doesn't scare me. And but I don't know how many of my different relatives didn't die. I had one great uncle. He was walking out to feed the mules. He hit the ground. He was dead.
Oh, wow.
But
And they would lay him out on the dining room or kitchen table.
Mm-hmm.
They could have. I'm not sure. I thought they brought him in an old pine box, but ain't no telling back in the day.
I know. Well, I know it. Some people did that. Some people put them on the kitchen table. Because my dad, he told me about his great grandma that they had on the table, and he would have to get up at night time to go to the bathroom, and he wouldn't want to go through there.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the biscuits over grandma.
Yeah, exactly. That would be wow. I don't know about all that, but now what is some of your? I've seen a lot of the things that you have upcycled. You make some pretty awesome things. What is one of your favorite things that you have built from like scratch or that you've upcycled?
I love working with barn board. I just love barn board. I love
that.
And I've made some porch signs with that's on a future video. But what have I done? Just a lot of the stuff that I can make and make it for free. You caught me off guard with that one.
Good night, Gyro. Love you.
Good night, Gyro.
Yeah, I guess a lot of stuff is just stuff like that, just craft stuff that I can make. Now I made I started making deer antler knives because I always wanted this one particular type antler knife. And people would tell me, say, I said, can you make it? And they said, yeah. So how much? I'll go ahead and, let's get this thing done. Well, I'll get with you. And I'm not a get with you person. I'm saying, let's do this. Well, this guy, I traded with him and I said, I'd make him a knife if he'd give me some antlers. Well, he gave me a huge trash can full of antlers. I said, I don't want to take all your antlers. He said, well, they were my daddy's. He said, I've moved them 4 times. He said, I'll not move them again. So I made him a knife and sent it to him, and I carried them all home that day. It looked like I'd hit a herd of deer, all the antlers in there. But there was a couple of skulls with antlers on it, and I didn't realize this till here recently that's what you call a Euro mount. And so I took a few pieces of barn board and took that on there and put it on put the skulls, 2 skulls on that. And this lady was at the flea market, and she looked at it, and then she left. And then she came back, and I had $3.50 on it just as a joke. I said, there's no way I'll get that. And she said, sir, she said, all I can give you for this is $2.90. Will you take it? And I'm like, I didn't know what she was talking about. And I said, oh, for that? And she said, yeah. I said, you want that? And she said, yeah. And I said, yes, ma'am, you can have it. I said, you got to go ahead and pay me now for it. She said, I'll do that because I got one to do some more walking around. But that money went back to the cats. So it bought a lot of cat food. I was happy about that.
Sherry says, if 68 is any indication, Frugal Farmer is not old like he's determined to convince us. If he keeps saying it, I'm going to take it personal.
I've got T-shirts older than her.
Hi, Kdogg. How's the storms there? And welcome, Georgie. Hello, Johnny.
Hello.
And hello, Krista.
Hello, everybody.
No, I was a little upset today. I was kind of looking with everything going on, and I was looking in the mirror, and I said, this bearskin thong is losing hair and got the mange and all. And I said, I'm going to have to throw it away, but I forgot I was naked. So my thong's still all right.
Only
now, I think that's one question that everybody has. Is the bearskin thong real?
It definitely could be.
He's not going to give away his secret.
He ain't going to give it away. No, he's not.
Hey, you get my age. I mean, if the trapeze in the bedroom don't work, I have to break out the bearskin thong.
Oh my Lord. How are you, Sean Cody?
Hey, Sean.
I'm sorry I'm not speaking to y'all in the chat, but I can't see the chat the way I got this stuff rigged up. All I can see is the StreamYard. Sorry about that.
So who is this male in the picture?
That's my Uncle Festus. He was on Gunsmoke at one time. No,
Oh my Lord.
that kind of looks like my first grade picture, really. I'd be on screen, but I'm a compulsive nose picker, and it just won't go well.
Oh my. Now, one of these days, we're going to have to see what you look like.
Yeah, maybe I can. I'm saving up because I'm going to get a toupee and some teeth from the funeral home.
From the funeral home?
Yeah, I mean, upcycling. What can I say?
That is definitely upcycling.
Jen Vlogs.
Hello, Jen.
Hello, Jen.
Okay, does anybody in the chat have any questions for Frugal? We've already discussed the bearskin thong. So,
Frugal, how many children do you have?
I got 4. They're grown and on their own, doing good. And I got 3
and stuff.
I'm sorry. So what now?
Are they into the farming stuff like you are?
No. No, I really wasn't when I was younger, but when I started having family, I got more into it to help, with the grocery bill and I just enjoyed it. So,
Lan says, how many teeth do you have?
teeth, I can nibble, so I got enough.
There you go, Lynn.
Missy says, I'm sure he doesn't need any upcycling. Good night, Allie.
Night, Allie.
In.
I appreciate y'all being patient with my technologically challenged situation I got going on.
It did not take you that long to get up here.
I'm the one that's computer stupid.
Oh, you are not.
Oh, yes. Hey, Johnny.
Okay, here is Frugal's link again, guys. Make sure you grab him up, butter his buns. He wears the thong, so it'll be easy to butter.
If y'all want to butter my old white pasty buns in person, just that email address is there.
Oh, my Lord.
Look like 2 albino Siamese turtles swimming together.
Oh my, that is hilarious. Love him too, KJ. Amy, question 1029 for Frugal. Okay, let me go up here and look.
Love him too, KJ.
Okay, Frugal, were you scared when the chain gang called you over to talk to you?
Well, and I'm saying this honestly, I was a stupid little youngin. Just stuff didn't bother me like that. I knew, I stopped, and then I knew that Welder, he was kind of, well, they call it the shot caller. I didn't know that then, but he asked me to come over there, but I didn't have, they were nice. They were nice guys, but it was kind of different back in the day like that. Now they'd be thinking I was giving them a gun or something, but
exactly.
The guard nodded his head, so I went over there and they had money on them. So I said, yeah, I'll go to the store for you. And but as I said that story later on, Welder was a shot caller at the prison, and he kept things. Not that he snitched, but like if they had a trouble inmate that would cause problems for the whole prison, he would take care of them. So
yeah.
John, my Lord.
Love you too, Kdogg.
Mary says she pictures you with a beard, Frugal. Do you have a beard?
Well, I used to have a goatee, but I shaved it because of all this going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a good mane of nose hair and ear hair.
Oh,
Oh, my Lord. Love you too, Allie. Good night. Okay, we're just going to have you describe yourself so somebody can draw one of those, what are they called? The police lineup thing, or what are they? The sketch,
Yeah.
sketch artist.
mugshot.
Yeah, we'll get a sketch artist to draw up your mugshot.
Yeah. I used to be about 6'7". I'm down to 6'6" now. I'm hoping I'm leveled off.
6'6".
Yeah.
I
And,
mean, yes.
I used to be about 280 pounds. I lost 30 pounds though. I'm 250 now. And I kind of like that weight.
Yeah.
Got blue eyes, and that's about it.
So can somebody make a drawing of that for us? Long nose hair. Blue eyes. 6'6".
Brendan wants to know, Frugal, do you go shooting a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number one, I'm a redneck, and number two, I believe in the Second Amendment. But
Mhm.
yeah, I shoot a lot, and I thought I was going to have to do some shooting today. But yeah, I'm real gun safety conscious. My dad was real hard on that when I was little. I mean, he was really hard on that, and
He's got to keep a supply of bear thumb.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'd like to have some bear meat to eat too right now. You know, the thing I miss most right now is cupcakes. I want cupcakes with laid and frosted. I want to have to climb a ladder to start eating that cupcake at the top. Oh God, I want cupcakes so bad. And any other time, I just go to the store, and not that I want them that often. I might eat them once a year, but now that I ain't got them, I'm wanting them bad.
We make sure when we come and visit, we bring you a supply.
Lynn says she really hopes her seedlings come back. Stupid son fried them. Is there anything she can do to?
How did he fry them? Did he have them in a plastic over them or something too long?
Oh my Lord, Mr. Kdogg said you are twins, Frugal.
Oh, we are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It all depends on what happened. Probably not. And I know I've got one. It used to be a wash pot, and that's where I planted some radishes and spinach today, just because I had it. And but I don't plant nothing unless I can eat it. I'll plant marigolds for insect control. That's the only thing I'll plant that I can eat.
Yeah. Johnny says every time Frugal goes bear hunting, he comes back in a new suit. Lynn said no cover. They've been indoors till today. I brought them back in.
Lynn's in California, isn't she?
She's in
Oregon.
Oregon. They've had some cold weather there, from what I understand. It may be give them another week and see if keep them under a grow light or whatever if you can keep them next to a window and see if they sprout.
I'm thinking that meant I want to watch you go hunting, Johnny. But Lynn gets a little flustered when she's talking to Johnny, so she.
Yes.
Oh, what's going on there?
Yeah, Sherry is 6'6" in heels. I have to give that to her. She has to squat to hug us.
Yeah, we were talking, and she told me she was 6 foot. I said, "You're 6 foot?"
She's tall.
Yeah.
Amazon woman.
She's very tall and very slender. And when me and Twinkie stand next to her, she could set her arms like this on top of our heads. No problem at all.
Yeah, I wish I could have gone to Gatlinburg when all y'all were there. It just wasn't a good time for me. But hopefully y'all be this way after Vegas.
Well, he's supposed to be coming in September.
I'm gonna be hopefully coming there in September, or the very beginning of September.
Well, that sounds good. If that happens, I'll ride up there and see y'all, or we'll figure something out.
KJ says I companion plant Frugal. Do you use pesticides?
Sometimes I'll use 7 dust real lightly, but I use the I can't even pronounce it. The earth, the dot, whatever you call it, and I'd mess it up trying to pronounce it. But I use that, and I will use 7 dust. I'll use it liquid if things get real bad. But that's not near harvest now. That's in the early. And
Yeah.
I try and keep my stuff as healthy as I can, but sometimes you just got to give in. And on some stuff you can, if it's insects, you can use a different, stuff to spray it. If it's animals like deer or whatever, there's other stuff you can do.
All right. Hello, Paul. Hello, Jim.
No, Kdogg, it's not canceled.
No, it's not canceled yet. I mean, until they say no, we cannot go, it is not canceled. No. I'm staying positive about that.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm going to move like 10 minutes away from Cape Disappointment. It's supposed to be haunted. You're trying to lure him in, Lynn. But Cape Disappointment is supposed to be extremely haunted, and I would love to go there too. We don't
Watch
have
out,
deer here.
watch out what kind of lure you're using, Lynn. You don't want to hurt him.
Yeah. KJ says, we don't have deer here. We have kangaroos, though.
Are they good to eat?
Corbin.
Hi, Corbin.
Hey, Corbin. Can you eat kangaroos?
I think you can, but I don't. That's, oh my Lord, Johnny. Cape Disappointment's your bedroom name?
Oh my Lord.
Oh my.
Is it Frugal? KJ said,
Yeah,
Kangaroo.
popcorn in Singapore. I'm not coming to Singapore.
Nope.
It's a kangaroo is yummy.
I'd try it.
I've had kangaroo jerky. There's a place not far from here that has all different kinds of jerkies. Amy, Kdogg. But I got a nice personality. Johnny. Oh my.
Hey, if you want to spice it up, Johnny, throw a thong on. You never know.
Oh my Lord.
Bear skin thong at that. Kangaroo is one of the healthiest meats out there. I just don't know if I could eat a kangaroo. I know y'all are used to that, but I've only seen them on TV and stuff. So it would be weird. I like all about you. Waits for him to run and hide. Oh my Lord, Lynn. Yes, very lean. How are you tonight, Corbin? What is the best way to grow vegetables on an apartment balcony?
Get you some containers and pot and soil. And you can do a lot in containers. And that's where companion planting comes in good. You can plant 2 or 3 things. I've got some onions in this. I was working this job at this restaurant, and they were going to throw away this big planter. So I took it and I planted onions in there. And then around the perimeter of it, I've got some radish seeds left. So I'm going to plant those there and see how they do. And one thing about radishes, a lot of people want to lay them out a seed at the time. I was looking at this video, and hey, the guy said, plant 3 or 4 seeds together. They like their friends, they want to have a party, So you just have to keep trying with this stuff. But you'd be surprised. A lot of people can get more out of little space than I can all this, because it's better utilized and they've got it down pat. And when they pull something up, something else is going in.
I'm only 2.5 minutes behind in audio. That's a lot, Sherry. Is mine lagging or is it? Johnny said his arse is that hairy. It looks like I'm wearing a bear thong permanently. Missy says I'm trying to picture that thong. Oh my. Corbin's been out filming today. That's good. Ready to see them videos.
He said he's got 5 videos coming.
Yeah. There's vodka in Amy's big cup mixed with 7-Up.
Johnny may want to see about getting a Brazilian wax then.
Oh my God.
Ms. John Cody says cherry tomatoes grow well in pots.
Yeah, they do. And tomatoes do. You don't get as many, but you do well to plant cherry tomatoes in pots. And that's, if it's getting planted in my house, unless it's marigolds, it's something I'm going to eat. I wish I could grow cupcakes.
Yeah, don't we all? I'm sure that wax would hurt. That wax would definitely hurt. Any wax would hurt.
Ouch.
See, I'm liking the handprint one and I'm liking the Twinkie one, but I'm really not liking the other ones because they don't show up very well. So I'm going to have to fix those. Lynn said she has wax, just saying. Yeah, KJ, that's what he was saying a while ago, that he plants marigolds just for the bugs. She says she plants marigolds with her tomatoes to stop the bugs.
Yeah, marigolds are good like that. I've got some I'm going to plant. I've just kind of been trying to get other stuff done right now, and I want to put a garden in. I got to go get seeds, and everybody's wanting to get near you for some reason. They didn't have to tell me, but hey, when this stuff first started, I was in the middle of a job, and I told the guy, I said, look, I said, something ain't right. I said, I'm going to have to stop. And he said, I don't blame you. And I was partway through on a porch that he doesn't use, and he said, that's not going to bother me. And that's all you had to tell me. And I had to go get hog feed the weekend. And I told the guy, I said, look, I don't want to be around nobody. He said, well, I'm going to be there Sunday. Come up there and I'll get you loaded up. Well, who would I get but that one redneck? And I can say that, folks. I'm a redneck. There's no problem. But this was that one redneck. And, no letters, no emails about that. Okay. And so he's blocking the loading dock, got his door open. So he comes around the corner and looks at me for about a minute. And I said, that's got to be the guy in that truck. Sure enough, about a minute later, he finally gets in the truck. He don't have his key out of his pocket. He has to get out again, search his pockets. Finally, he moves it. So I get up there, and he said, well, you could come on up there. And I said, well, if I'd have hit your truck, you'd been in a worse mood than you already are. So the guys get me loaded. I have their money. I already know what I have to pay. I have it in a plastic bag and with gloves on. So the guy starts spitting. And for those of y'all who don't know, some people just have a compulsion to spit. And they don't have to have tobacco in their mouth. Well, he just goes to hot loogie and all over. I said, hey, man, could you stop spitting while I'm here? I said, your molecules are getting in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got the corona. I said, well, I didn't have it before I got here. I can assure you of that.
Yeah.
So them boys loaded me in record time because I was getting loud. And
Well, it don't matter if he had it; he could still be a carrier for it.
yeah, but this guy, he was selling stupid. He had oversupply of it.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kdogg. Troy wanted to know. Let me move it up here where I can see. Troy says, Frugal, do you plant the yellow pear salad tomatoes?
No, I'm not a big fan of those. I don't. To me, they look like they've never gotten ripe, and I know it's all mental, and I've got problems there, so it's just something. I just don't plant them. I like the red tomatoes, and I like my tomatoes more so in a sauce. Ketchup, I could drink ketchup.
So could George.
Hey there.
Yes. Welcome back, Gyro.
Good night, Johnny.
And I love my hot sauces too. Not like Amy, but I like my hot sauces because if I'd eat some of that stuff that Amy's ate, I'd have to put a seatbelt on my commode.
I've never heard that one. Good night, Johnny. Love you. Yeah, I prefer red tomatoes too when I eat them.
Brendan wants to know, Frugal, what is your favorite firearm in your collection?
Good question, Brendan.
Probably my granddaddy's old single shot. I've got that. It's a 12 gauge. I like that, but I've got way too many. I've got an issue. I like a Beretta for a sidearm. I like having a clip where I can keep going because I've got a little holster and I've got 2 clips in it, and along with the clip I've got my Beretta, so I can do what I need to do. And especially right now, because like those people today, I don't know if there was 2 or what, but just pull up and blow the horn, expect me to walk down there. Oh heck no,
Right.
I'm not getting here.
We have 9mm, but there's one that I seen a couple of weeks ago and I really liked it, but I can't remember what it was. I was just passing through and I was like, yeah, I want that gun.
There
it was a little bit smaller. It was a little bit smaller than the 9mm, but because my hands are like tiny and stubby, and they're fat, so I need a little bit smaller.
Yeah. I got pulled. It's been a little while now. And the guy asked me, he said, do you have any weapons on you? And I didn't have any guns on me. I said, yeah. And he said, what do you got? And I said, knives. He said, how many knives you got? I said, well, I've probably got 4 on me. And I've got a couple, 3 laying around in here. And he said, really? I said, yeah. He said, why you got so many? I said, well, I make them and buy and sell knives. And he said, what kind? And I said, an antler knife. And I did a video about my bear antler, or deer antler, bear antler. my deer antler knife, I put the bear claws on, and he saw it. He was just amazed. He ended up giving me a warning because I let him play with the knife.
Yeah. Cody wants a Colt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are nice.
I'm trying to look it up, Troy. I think it might have been, but I mean, we love the Glocks, but they're just still a little bit too big for my little stubby hands.
Yeah. I've got a Beretta 40 that I pimped out with night sights and little rubber hand. And I like that. I like a louder gun too, because a lot of times that sound kind of gets people to change their mind.
Mm-hmm. Lady guns bite my hands when I shoot them. See, I need a lady gun because I wouldn't probably have that problem, but the Glocks are just a little bit too big. Shut up, Amy, stubby hands. I do have stubby hands. They're tiny and fat. That's two words you don't hear together, tiny and fat. That's one of my favorite things to do is go shooting.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I used to shoot more than I do now, and there was this young guy, and he always wanted to go shooting with me, and he was a little bit on the hyper side, and his daddy had bought him a gun. So I told him, I said, I got some rules. We're gonna sit down and talk about these rules, and we don't load nothing until we get there, and that gun, it stays pointed at the ground or in the air or toward the target. And a good fellow, he did, and I thought I made an impact on him. He was at a party one night, and somebody had a shotgun they were playing around with, and he grabbed the business end of it and went off and killed him. And I always hated that. I said maybe I should have went out more with him and shot more with him and taught him some more stuff. Because like my daddy did me, my daddy was hard on me with guns, and but it always stayed in my mind. Those lessons my daddy taught me.
Yeah.
That's what happened to my cousin. Him and his wife and a bunch of his friends were at home partying a little bit. Gun went off and shot my cousin in the face and killed him.
God.
He was 23 years old.
Yeah. One of my best friends did that too. He was playing and drunk, and him and his girlfriend were arguing, and he put the gun up to his head and said that he was going to shoot himself, and there was still one in the chamber, and he didn't realize it.
That's what they said happened.
Mm.
They were playing. I think they were playing Russian roulette.
Yeah. Sean says, Sig Sawyer, 1911-45. We the People, my favorite. And Kdogg, what did you say? You have a gun? I thought I seen a Ruger Mark III 22 Hunter. You learned how to shoot on a 12 gauge. I think a lot of us learned how to shoot on a 12 gauge.
My daddy taught me how to shoot.
Yeah, that was the first gun I ever shot was a 12 gauge.
Yeah. I remember my daddy, he told me, he said, you going to go hunting with us this weekend? And I said, yeah. So he gave me my own gun, and I went walking with them. And then I realized they were going rattlesnake hunting. I was like, nope, I'm going home.
Daddy would never, I never went hunting or nothing with Daddy, but he'd always get like a can and set it down in the thing, and he'd tell us what letter to shoot.
Yeah.
On the can.
I love going hunting.
I had one of the Magnums when I was little. My uncle had his Magnum. He's like, here, we'll let you. That thing knocked me on my hind end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they'll do that when you're little.
Yeah, I was little. I guess I was about 12 years old.
Yeah, I think that was about the time I shot. No, I think I was a little bit younger, but I shot that 12 gauge. I thought it tore my arm off.
Now, see, I'm ambidextrous. I can write with both hands, but I use my right hand more. But to shoot a rifle or something, I have to put it on my left side to be able to see out of the sights. I cannot do it on my right side. I can't see out of the sight.
Yeah.
Everybody says
I wish I was ambidextrous. That way I could pick my nose with both hands.
Oh, my Lord Jesus.
I had my aunt had a 10 gauge, and she would shoot it just fine, and it no problem at all. And then I went over there and I shot it. That recoil, oh my gosh, I thought it tore my shoulder off. I never shot her guns again. M16 was assigned to the M60, and I hated the weight of it, but loved its power. Oh, I bet you did. I'm glad I don't have one I'd be busting calves and some cheeks, buckshot and butt cheeks. Well, thank you for your service, Sean.
Yes,
I
thank
did not
you.
know that you were in the Army. Thank you.
Yep, I love my service people. I grew up around a whole bunch of World War II guys, so that may have messed me up somehow, but those were good guys anyway.
Brenda says, okay, we all going to meet up at the range. Laugh out loud. Don't worry if you don't have one. I have plenty to go around. Well, you'll have to have plenty to go around because I'm not going to bring mine on the plane.
See, there's shooting ranges all around here.
Yeah.
Where would you need to come
Ranges
with?
around here too, but there's a lot of crazy people that go to them, so we just go out to the country.
That's what we ought to do when you get here, Amy. Get Frugal
Oh,
and
yeah.
us together and go to a shooting range.
I'm for it.
Sounds good.
You want a 38, Lynn? Nice. Thank you. I would serve. That's awesome, Sean.
That would make a killer video.
Yeah, we'll definitely all get together and go shooting.
What did Sean say about serving, Amy? I'm sorry, I can't see the chat.
He said, thank you. I would serve again if I was younger.
And that's true about them guys. My uncle, he was in World War II, and he got dementia or Alzheimer's. And he was an Iwo Jima Marine. Well, he told his son he needed to go to the enlistment, and he remembered where that enlistment place was because he had to be there at a certain time. And the man's 90 years old.
Oh,
And
wow.
he was going to beat his son for not carrying him to the enlistment office.
Oh, wow.
And but he took him a while. He said, Daddy, he said, you've served. He said, no. He said, I need to go in again. But this man, 90 years old, ready to go back and defend his country.
That's awesome. Hey, Hollywood.
Whenever I
How
see
are you
one come
guys?
into this, every time I see one come into the store, and they've got their hats on, I'll tell them thank you for your service, and it brings a big smile to their face.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the middle.
I don't like the way the Vietnam guys got forgotten. And especially those guys that wear those hats, I always tell them thank you for your service.
Yeah, I had a lot of people I went to school with. The guys, they
Thank you, Mr.
they were in
Rob.
Desert Storm,
Yeah.
and a lot of them got forgotten too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I never served. I wanted to go in. That was my master plan, but it didn't work out that way.
Well, they wouldn't let my dad go in because he was, number one, he was flat-foot, and number two, he had scars on his eardrum,
Uh-huh.
so they wouldn't let my dad join. He tried.
Thank you, Hollywood. Hollywood's called me a hoe. No, I'm just kidding. I know what you were saying, Hollywood. And thank you, Mr. Nas. You're a ghost now.
Casey's boyfriend, Jeremy, he's thinking about going ahead and enlisting.
Is Casey doing any better with that?
Huh?
Is Casey doing any better with that?
It's kind of breaking her heart.
Yeah, I know.
She wants him to do what he wants to do, but she said, yeah, the way she
But it's
works,
scary.
yeah, she's scared.
Yeah. My
Which
grandpa
she was gonna enlist too.
KJ.
She was gonna enlist too, and that worried me.
Mm-hmm. Well, they both were in ROTC.
Yeah, for the Marines.
Yeah. My uncle is Navy, and my grandpa was Army. He was in World War II, and my uncle was in Desert Storm and something else. I can't remember which one he was in, but he's been in there since he was 18, and he's in his 60s now. And now they just made him go to the reserves, and he is not liking it.
Oh, wow.
He wants to be. He does all the medical equipment, like he takes apart all the the X-ray machines and all that stuff, and fixes them and puts them back together. And love you, and quit apologizing, girl. Love you bunches. Thank you for coming in. And I hope you feel better.
Yes.
Hi, Mary.
My brother fought in Vietnam. That's awesome, KJ.
Yeah.
Now my
That's
cousin,
sign up with your personal account, Mr. Nas. You didn't sign up with this account. You have to go to your other account too. Every time I see that face moving, it makes me think that he's showing his picture. That looks so creepy. It looks real at certain times when you're looking at it. It looks real. Look at you all squinty-eyed.
what do they call that, beady-eyed and snaggletooth?
Welcome
Hey.
back, Rob. Is that a shirt? No, it's a picture, Corbin. He said, is that a shirt?
I didn't want to get anybody sick, and they think they had the corona, and they're throwing up on my account.
Hollywood, when's your next video coming out?
I think they just put one out.
Did they? I ain't got no notification for it.
I think I got a notification. Something about Hollywood Paranormal.
Let me look. It's okay, Mr. Nas. Uncle Festus. I think y'all need to do like Netflix does, Hollywood. Just film them all, get your whole season together, and then put them all up in one day.
Good night, KJ. Love you.
Good night, KJ. Love you. Be safe.
4 up today on the shelving unit I was making. That's why I wish I knew how to edit, where I could get everything done in one instead of having to chop everything up like I do. But if I knew how to edit, I'd have like a War and Peace video. It'd be like 3 days long.
Well, I told you, if you ever need any help with editing, let me know.
Oh yeah, I still got that one I need to talk with you about. I'll get with you.
Mr. Frugal, I still have videos from 2 years ago I haven't done.
Yeah.
I bought the editing software. Twinky's supposed to help me. She's going to make some videos step by step. Because I'm scared.
I just don't have the patience for stuff like that. It starts irritating me. And like VCRs, people talking about, oh, well, you need to program this and program that. I was like, okay. And my sons are real good with stuff like that, but I'm not.
Oh, really, Corbin? I haven't heard that yet. He said, did you guys hear the AMC theaters may not reopen? I've got 2-year-old footage too, Sherry says. Through the Veil has some editing videos on their channel. Thank you, Kdogg, for putting Frugal's link up.
Well, I bought the same software that Twinkie uses.
Yeah, you have the same that I have. That way I could help you with it. Because if it's another editing software and I don't have any idea what it's like, then I can't help you.
Yeah.
They can't pay rent. Oh, that's horrible.
Well, I know they had closed one theater down before this virus happened here in Statesville, but the one in Mooresville, it was still open, but it's closed down right now. But
well, I don't think we don't have very many AMC theaters here in Texas anymore. We have mostly like Carmike, and it's mostly the lounge type theaters now.
Are they closing the Dirty Old Man theaters too?
You're safe, Frugal. I'm sure it'll still be there.
You're a smash hit at the box office, Frugal.
That's okay, Henry. Don't worry about it. You just stay safe. I'm learning all the time different ways to edit. I have a new editor I'm still getting used to called iMovie. iMovie is actually really good. iMovie, well, it used to be one of the better ones. I don't know how well it is now, but that's all my daughter Victoria will use is iMovie. We have an old family home theater in my small town here. So we don't have a movie theater here. We have one that's like 45 minutes away and then an hour away.
I don't think my computer's got enough memory on it to edit and all, because I tried loading up some stuff and it never could work, or I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, loading it into an editor shouldn't need that much memory, but saving it all afterwards and everything will. So it may just be something with your uploader.
Probably. This computer was cheap as I could get.
Well, I can't say that because I was like the yearbook editor and the newspaper editor and all that for our school. And so I've always messed with computers, but it had been so long. And then whenever I had a business before, I used it to make my ads and all that stuff. So I kind of had the gist of it, but editing the videos, like if I go back and watch my first videos, I'm like, what the heck? What was I doing? Should I just take that down and redo it? But I mean, you can tell the progress through that. But yeah, it does take some time. You just have to play around with it. And
my first video, I was so nervous. I didn't even sound like myself. I was trying to get that video over with. It was on toilet paper rolls. And upcycling them, using them for fire starters and stuff.
Oh, wow. Jan says, my Uncle Barney was the second person to take the picture, the raising the flag on the sands of Iwo Jima.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's awesome, Jan. That's a picture to treasure, for sure.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike.
Those guys had it rough. Right now, we've only got 2 Medal of Honor recipients from World War II still alive. One of them's Herschel Williams, and the other one's, I think his name's Coolidge. He's in Tennessee, and Williams is in West Virginia, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that.
Oh, that's a good idea, Corbin. He said if you load it to YouTube, then download it back from YouTube, it will be a smaller file compressed. That is true.
I appreciate that, Mikey. I'll get with you on that. And I got something for you too, Mikey. When all this stuff gets normal again, I got something, and I've had it for you because I know it's something you'd like. And I got to get that to you.
Oh, Lord.
No, I had never messed with a ram, Mr. Noss, or a sheep for that matter. Do you know what they say when the farmers' kids talk funny? Sometimes there was something wrong. Hello?
I started with the editor that I have, and so I don't know any other editors. I would recommend a desktop computer to do. That's the only thing I will edit on is a desktop computer because I'm too phone illiterate to do it on my phone.
Do you have an iPhone, Amy?
Yes.
Do you do your editing on that?
No.
I
do not on my desktop.
Because I know that one I sent you where I had the pictures in there, you knocked that out of the park in record time. I was like, why can't I do that?
Yeah, I cannot use my phone to edit. I have to use my desktop. And I mean, certain videos I can edit like nothing. Like the Gertrude videos and stuff like that. That takes me a little while. I don't know how Sherry does hers on her phone. That would drive me mad. because editing the Gertrude ones are crazy. No, I don't have a tablet, Corbin. A lot of people use KindMaster Land on their phone. I know a lot of people who do that. I got a box of stuff for Amy, and I keep forgetting to mail it to her. I was going to give it to her in Vegas, but I am scheduled for surgery on my back during the week of Vegas. Oh, that sucks, Kdogg. Haven't found an app we can use. Now, KindMaster, they say that's supposed to be like one of the better ones for the phone, but oh, you don't edit on your phone, Sherry? I thought you did. Thank goodness, because I don't know how you would. So you edit on your desktop? I use Vegas. Just got Adobe After Effects is cool. A couple of weeks ago, I'm learning. And I use PicMonkey for all my thumbnails and all that. And
Do you use TubeBuddy, Amy?
I use it on my phone, the app one. But mainly only like when it gives you the what is it called? Like when you reach a certain thing. I haven't figured TubeBuddy out yet.
I looked at it, but it talked about it might delete some of your videos, and I said, well, I don't want that.
Yeah, no, I just use it just to tell me like whenever I've hit a certain mark that we're doing, like what do you call that? I'm trying to think of the word and I'm brainless tonight. But like when you reach a milestone, it tells you your milestones.
Oh, okay.
And that's the only thing I use it for. When they jacked up the price, I jumped ship to DaVinci Resolve. Now, George, are you where you can hear us? I can't remember what George and Rich use. They use the same thing.
About what?
For editing.
Filmora.
But they use their laptops or desktop.
I use my laptop.
Yeah. TubeBuddy deleted 75% of my replies to comments on my videos. Yeah, I see. I've heard a lot of bad things about that. Okay, Rob. We use film. Okay, see, that's what George and them used to, Hollywood. But Hollywood, I don't know if it's y'all's cameras or if it's just y'all, but y'all have some like TV quality videos. Mine are like, and see, we did an investigation yesterday at my aunt's house, private home investigation. The investigation was awesome. Like we had so much crap happening. But the quality of the video is crap. I was so disappointed. Like I could see through the viewfinder that everything looked good. But as soon as I uploaded the clips to the computer, I was like, what the heck? So as soon as I can, I'm definitely getting my G7X and getting rid of the other ones.
Amy, question for you.
Yes.
When did you get started with your paranormal stuff?
I've always been into paranormal because my whole entire family's into paranormal, but I didn't start really getting into it till I was about 17-ish. You know, we've always done stuff with the paranormal, but then I had a really bad experience with the Ouija board and a negative spirit, and that really opened my eyes to a lot of different stuff. So then I really started getting serious about it.
Yeah.
So I'm 29 now, so 17 from 20. I'm kidding. I'm not 29. I'm 30.
Yeah, I wish I was 30 again.
I wish I was 30 again, too. Oh, yeah. Slow chant. G7X. 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 I'm definitely getting my G7X. Lainey's already got one in her cart. She's fixing to buy. And then I'm going to be so jealous.
What's a G7X?
See, there's one thing wrong with your comment, Mr. Nas. You're lying. No, I really do wish I was 29 or 30. What's a G7X? A Canon G7X. It's a camera that's really nice. They're just still really expensive, but I am going to just go for it and buy one because I'm tired of our quality, our video quality being so bad. Like if you go watch like Hollywood's or Corbin's or Rich's or George's, they all like have really good cameras and like the quality of their videos are like impeccable. And then you go watch mine and it looks like, okay, say I would compare it to like a $2 million budget for a film and we borrowed somebody's vehicle in their house to film a movie type thing.
So like one of my videos.
No, G7X is not cheap. Nikon's not bad either, especially for the pictures. I know our investigations are usually good and, you know, the filming we could work on and that's one thing I've noticed. I have to turn my camera on for this one. I look like crap. I have a bad habit of not being able to stand still. And so like, I don't even notice I'm doing it until I go back to edit. I'll be holding the camera and then I'm like looking around or listening or I'm doing this. And if anybody watches our videos, you know what I'm talking about because it's that part where you're like, stand still.
She rocks.
I do. Well, Cody rocks. Like I'm more of a swayer.
She doesn't stand still.
A lot of times, like I'll hear a noise over here and my head goes, whoop, but my camera stays over here. And so y'all didn't get to see what I just saw or what I heard because my camera's still pointing that way, but I'm looking this way. We need a camera guy is what we need because I'm tired of holding the camera and not getting to do all the stuff, you know. And if you let Lainey hold the camera, she's walking and like swinging the deal side to side and it's filming and then she'll stand up to record something and she pushes stop record and she's filming, but yet the only thing she filmed was her walking because she thought the camera was off. And so when she pushed record, she was actually pushing stop. Yes, Lainey sways too. We all do. Yeah. Now, Cody, he rocks back and forth like this. You would think he wouldn't be a big guy. And I know he's got like a 12-pack under there because I can do this for just a few seconds next to him. And where my abs are supposed to be hurts. And like we'll go to the movie theater or something like that. And this is all I see beside me. Out of the corner of my eye is just him rocking back and forth. So he rocks, me and Lainey sway side to side. I don't know why it is. I can't stand still.
Sherry was talking about 30 was a rough patch for her. It was a rough patch for me too, Sherry. I'd hurt my back then. I thought I was going to be disabled. It was a rough time for me too.
There's our bratty brother.
Hello, Rob.
Buddy's not here.
I was talking about you.
Oh.
I figured Buddy would be here because we were talking about thongs and stuff earlier. I figured he'd jump on. I use my boombox to record audio. That's another thing. I would, and I know the G7X doesn't have a mic deal either, but like Rich took a piece of a mic cover and cut it out and then glued it around the mic on the G7X. So he has a wind muff right there on his camera. Doesn't even have to carry a big, boom mic or anything like that. We play the game. If you're filming, you're not talking, kind of pass the cam to talk. We do 2 film, 1 investigate, and rotate. See, that's a good idea. But when both of us suck at recording, it does us no good. Like, I know our videos could be a lot better because whenever I'm seeing the video, it, just us doing it, it's really good. But when I come back and I see it on the camera when I'm editing, I'm like, what the heck happened? That one will be up probably tomorrow, Jan, or the next day. So I do, and I don't even want to edit it. I just want somebody that can walk around and be still and like move where we move, look where we're looking, and just film. That way I can enjoy the investigation too. I'm officially moving to Texas to become Amy's camera guy, packing up my stuff. I'll be there in September before Halloween. I am here. I said earlier, my favorite thong was real. Oh my Lord, buddy.
Oh yeah, buddy's here.
Him and his beaver thong.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Rob's got that whole Steven Seagal look going on. Tell us about this, Rob.
What's that?
You got that Steven Seagal look going on with your hair back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The barbers are closed.
Yeah, the barbers are closed. I can't cut
I told him I would cut it, but maybe carry a tripod from room to room so you always have a wide, steady shot.
No, Mom.
Good idea. No, Mom, what?
Never mind. Forget it.
What? No. So you're going to let me cut your hair, Rob? That's a really good idea, Hollywood.
Do you cut the hair good?
I went to cosmetology school. I can cut hair.
That means you have to come to Michigan.
Okay, then by the time I was able to get there, the barbershops would be open.
Not if you fly.
It's going to take me till September to be able to get on a plane.
God, you couldn't pay me to fly right now.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
I'm getting on the plane this year. I'm getting on a plane.
Have you never flown at all, Amy?
Huh?
Have you never flown at all?
I flew when I was 2 years old and my mama didn't give me a choice.
Hey.
But I remember nothing from it. I just know I'm scared of it. So something probably happened on that plane.
Yeah. The first time I ever flew, I skydived. And I was trying to impress this girl. And then I flew to Massachusetts, and it was early in the morning. I was wanting liquor and beer, and they said, "Sir, it's 6 o'clock. We don't have that out yet."
Corbin says he told you when he first met you about the Steven Seagal thing.
What?
Corbin said when he first met you, he told you about the Steven Seagal thing.
Oh.
Welcome back, Poker Lady. I'm sorry you woke up in pain.
Steven Seagal's from Michigan, too.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
In Hollywood, when
Or personal business or anything, Rob, but I didn't know if y'all might be role playing or something like that.
Role playing.
oh my. Hollywood, are y'all going to come to Vegas if we are still able to have the reunion? I hope so. Got to go feed the baby. We dropped a new episode. Check it out. Let us know what you guys think. Bye. Good night. Good night, Hollywood. And I'm glad that you said that because I will go check it out.
I mean, whatever works, Rob. I mean, I'd put a vine and wear a loincloth in the bedroom, whatever.
I don't do roller coasters either,
My wife
Sherry.
hates my long hair. But I told her the barbers are closed. And
Okay, here's what you do, Rob. You just pull it all in a ponytail, and you take your scissors back there, and you just cut behind the ponytail.
what am I supposed to be cutting then?
Your hair.
Behind the pony.
Behind
There's
the
no hair
top.
behind it.
Put it in a ponytail like that. Take your scissors and go like I promise it'll look good.
I don't trust you.
Probably a good thing.
Tell your wife to cut it. Tell your
Lori.
wife to cut it.
Yep.
She can't. She won't. She did. She butchered me one day.
Put a bowl on your head and cut it like that. That's one way.
Mhm.
We'll call you Mo.
Mo.
I need no barber. I shave my head with a beard trimmer. I can't grow a beard, but it shaves my head awesome.
Who's that? Who said that?
Kdogg.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I remember all those times during the summer that you just go zoop, zoop, zoop. There you go. Rob, you did that one time before.
I screwed my head up though.
Was that when Tammy cut it?
Uh
Why? Oh, you lied to us. You said you just wanted to cut it.
huh.
Now we know the truth, y'all. Floby. Yeah, get a Floby.
Sherry said, cut it again, Rob.
The heck is a Floby?
She said,
It's
shave
a
it again, Rob.
vacuum cleaner and it goes.
Oh, is that one that you put on the vacuum or something?
Yeah.
All right, sucking a
film
vacuum on my head.
You'd have to live stream that.
Yeah.
That would be so funny.
It showed the daddy could even cut the daughter's hair using it.
Yeah. And if you see it on TV, you know it works.
They usually sell it at that section in Walmart that's right there in the front.
I see it on TV.
Oh, I see on TV.
Yeah.
They have a limited edition chess set that has President Trump and Obama and Biden and all that on it. It looks kind of cool.
Limited edition chess set. I've got a checkers game that we're going to play one day, Rob.
Okay.
Rob, you better not say okay. Trust me. Don't
Alright.
say okay.
It'll be fun.
Rob, do you want your teeth to ache again?
Oh, no, we're not playing that. No, we're not doing that.
What was that? A shot game?
No, that's the hot chocolate stuff. Mm-mm.
That day we ate that chocolate, he said, my teeth hurt.
Oh, yeah.
It's not hot. It's not hot chocolate. It's Reaper nuts.
I don't want anything to do with nuts either, Amy.
Oh my God.
You know you want them.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, George, you have too much fun filming me with that hot chocolate.
Not only you, I record Auntie too.
Yeah.
I was crying. I thought maybe flapping your hands back and forth would help, but it didn't.
Yeah, April went one way, I went the other way, then we switched places.
Then y'all followed each other. Hi, Ford and Mrs. Ford.
Hi, Ford, Mrs. Ford.
What did I say to wind up in spam, Corbin?
Lynn said nuts. Ford. Yeah, this one is 4 different heat or 3 different heat levels of Reaper peanuts and almonds, I believe. And you play the checkers game like normal, but whenever one of your pieces gets pulled, you have to eat the nuts that are inside.
Hey, Ford.
Playing all the way through without drinking.
I figured they'd send you one of those tubes of terror.
I hope I hope they don't. I have a feeling Bella's going to one of these days, and I hope she doesn't because I really don't want to do the tube of terror. But I have another tube of terror coming that's not that one. It's the corn nuts. Yes, I like nuts, but not those kind.
Now I don't know if you guys ever heard of Tubi TV.
Mm-hmm.
The Conjuring is on Tubi TV now.
The Conjuring is?
Mm-hmm.
I love The Conjuring.
I'm watching it right now. It movie scares the hell out of me, but I love it. That's why I got the lights on. The original.
The only part that made me jump in that entire movie was the attic scene when they're playing the hider clap.
It scared
That's the only part that scared me.
When she goes down in the basement and stuff by herself, I'm like, why would you do that?
Because it's in the script.
I'm like, I'm yelling at the TV and
Turn your lights off, Rob.
no, I can't even turn the volume up. You won't see me. I mean, you get copyright strike.
I almost think it'd be worth it to see you laying there in the fetal position saying,
Mm-hmm. I did watch this by myself, but it still scares me like the original Amityville movie.
The only one that scared me, like made me jump a lot, was The Nun. The Nun made me jump.
I've never seen that.
Oh, you need to watch it by yourself, Rob.
Yeah.
Make sure you're home alone.
Yeah.
It's not that scary.
I've watched that.
Hey, Amy, I'm fixing to jump off here. My eyes are closing. I've been up
Okay,
since about
Frugal.
4 o'clock. So, hey,
Thank
I
you
appreciate
for
it so
coming up
much.
here.
Well, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for letting me come up. I surely do appreciate it.
We love you, our favorite farmer.
Good night.
Yeah, love you, Frugal.
Love y'all. Talk to you later.
Bye.
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 Oh,
That was awesome. I'm so glad he finally come up.
I'm stuck next to this one now.
Yeah, you
That
is.
one right there.
Fine.
Fine.
Georgie needs to come and see me in Michigan.
Hey, Georgie, I got my full-time job.
You like it?
Well, I started Saturday.
Are you happy about it, or you don't want to work?
Oh, I'm happy.
Okay.
Full-time. I can get insurance
Doing what?
in the bakery.
Bakery. Mm.
I'll be making the cookies and the cupcakes and the muffins and all that.
And the Twinkies and
Muffins sound good.
Fresh bread. And I got a pay raise, so that's good.
I'm glad you got the one you wanted.
Yeah, me too. But Michael's like, April, that means you got to get up at 3:30 in the morning for 5 days straight. But
You'll get used to it.
But I'll get off at 1:30 in the afternoons every afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You'll get used to it though.
I'm
Come
good.
home, take your little nap, and then you'll be up for a little while, and then you can do your live streams a little earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do them earlier.
You'll go to bed earlier.
Yep.
You'll get used to it.
This chain is burgundy.
I'm trying not to crunch for Amy.
Try not to what?
Crunch. I got ice.
I appreciate that.
It brings back memories.
So he's sucking on the ice instead of chomping on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Sean said, Rob, in the dark, you don't see those things.
See what?
That movie, the things in the movie. So he's telling you cut your light out.
I'm cutting my light out, Sean.
Has anyone tried the new spring strawberry flavored Twinkies? Oh my lord!
Mm-mm.
Nope, we can't eat Twinkies.
Wait a minute. I'm supposed to go to a prison alone with Sean too.
Yeah, he's gonna
Mm-hmm.
for the cells and say, "Come and get him, boogers."
Yeah, he'll leave me alone and take off.
That's okay, Sherry. Somebody had told us, Paul had told us hello from Sherry.
Well, he told us hello from Sherry. We were trying to figure out what Sherry he was talking about.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mystic.
Hello, Mystic. You're fine. You're not late. I told y'all, anytime you come spend with us is good.
Oh.
You slept early, Sherry. I gossiped about you a lot, says Mr. Knox. I was talking about the shadow figures. I don't know, Sherry. He said that you said to tell us all hello and that you loved us.
Yeah. So we thought you were lurking, so we were hollering. Everybody was hollering, Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got on about 11 because I didn't get home from work till late last night.
Yeah, I was late to work this morning. I did not want to.
But I'm doing good. And see, Twinkie, now I won't be in the refrigerated room.
Yes.
So maybe my back and all.
Well, how is the other deals working, though? Is it helping?
It's helping some. Now Michael's taking them to try to get the pain out of, to see if the inflammation in his arm will go down.
Yeah.
We
love you, bunches.
Was he a cool shirt? Vintage? Look at this.
Vintage. NWO, red and black. Woo woo.
The original NWO.
Red and black. I did not like black and white. I like the red and black. That's my favorite colors, too.
I actually got this at a WCW event when it was still around 90s.
I got to go meet. I went and met, let's see, who all was there that day. I met Buff Bagwell, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. I met Scott Steiner. Wow. I met there was a bunch of them there. I can't remember who all I met though. And there were several that I couldn't get in line because the lines were way too long to meet them. So I would just go stand over there by them. And then I would have Cody or somebody take a picture. I would stand kind of near them. But I actually paid to get the picture taken with oh gosh, Matt Bagwell.
Sherry said, wake up, George.
I am awake.
Wolfpack, NWO, WCW, Wolfpack in the house. That was when wrestling was good to me. Like, that's when I liked wrestling. I loved Sting. That was when wrestling was good.
Yep,
After that,
it's not good anymore.
Like, I don't really care for the McMahons at all.
They're weird.
Yeah. I like the old wrestling better.
Oh, I do too. And I have my mom looking for that picture because my mama and my papa and my mom owned the bowling alley in Irving, and then they owned the lounge and the restaurant or the cafe in the one in Grand Prairie. Well, in Irving, the Von Erichs and all them all came to the bowling alley, and they would come in like late at night after it closed, or they would come in, you know, during the day when it was slow. But I had a picture of my mom sitting on Carrie Von Erich's lap. And my mom is like, her eyes are just wide open, you know, of course, sitting on Carrie Von Erich's lap. But I have pictures of all of them when they would come to the bowling alley and all that. I was little, but I still remember it just like it was yesterday.
Now, Michael used to be the cook at Western Steer when they were around. And what is his name? Sting? Sting, he came in there and ordered a steak. And all of a sudden, Michael cooked his steak and stuff for him. And then he asked to talk to the cook. Said it was the best steak he had ever ate and gave Michael a $100 tip.
Sting is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Stone Cold Steve Austin's one of my favorites too.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
He lives, or he did live in Victoria, Texas. I don't know where he lives now, but he lives like 2.5 hours from where we live. But the Von Erichs used to come here to Nocona too, out at the O'Neill Mansion, and they would ride 4-wheelers and all that, go mudding.
There's not many of them left anymore, is there?
Good night, Sean.
Mike is left, and his 2 sons are wrestling.
Good night, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Night, Sean. Love you.
Good night.
Okay, I gotta stop watching.
Yeah, I like the Ultimate Warrior too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All the old ones. I would like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Quick Draw Rip McGraw, Junkyard Dog.
Roddy Piper.
Now the Rock and all them, I still like, you know, them and stuff like that. But some of these newer ones, I'm like, why in the heck are you a wrestler? You're
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's still around. I think he's gonna wrestle one final match.
What?
Yep. So he can retire the way he wants to.
Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake is in. He's in the AEW now. I like AEW. I've been watching that. But
My daddy used to watch wrestling like every time it came on. So that's how we got into it.
And my mama loves Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper. That was her. If she could have like ripped off that kilt, she would have. I don't know why she liked him so much, but she did.
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
I used to watch Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling every Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, what are those 2? Rock and Roll Express, remember them?
Yep.
Now, they come here to the fair every year.
They're still wrestling.
Yeah, they come to the fair right like 5 minutes down the road from my house every year and wrestle.
I'll help you out with that, Slim. Just that's pocket change.
Me too.
DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. Now, Diamond Dallas Page, he is an awesome guy. And I don't know if all of you know all the stuff that he does right now.
Yeah.
But like he goes and he helps all these people that are overweight and all that, helps them lose weight. And like he's very inspirational.
Yes,
he saved Jake the Snake and Scott Hall from dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was this one guy that Twinkie sent me a video of him one day, and I watched it, and I sat there and bawled my eyes out the whole time I was watching this video. But he's done some really good things with his life.
Mm-hmm.
It's DDP Yoga, I think he does.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Benoit documentary. That's what Slim's watching.
I met Chris Benoit.
That was a sad.
I met him and never knew, like, a month later he was going to do what he did, or whoever did it.
Yeah.
And I
A
saw
lot
the
of-
picture.
A lot of that was just sad. Like, I still remember when a lot of the Von Erichs died and stuff, I sit there and bawl my eyes out. That was so sad to watch them come on there and talk about them. And Sherry says, I'm a licensed mother.
I used to love the Texas tornado.
And another sad case was Miss Elizabeth when she died.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I'm not watching this now. This part scared the crap out of me. Where she's... Oh, no. Come on.
Well, the Texas tornado, of course, that was Carrie Von Erich. But my favorite thing of theirs is when they bring out the yellow roses, yellow rose of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite. I was always like, I want one of them.
Lynn's watching The Conjuring.
No, she's going up to that closet thing.
What are you going to do? Cover your eyes, Rob?
I wish Tammy would come up behind you right now and clap really loud.
Is he watching a scary movie?
Yes, he's watching a scary movie. He's being a big baby.
What?
Genocide. Did you guys hear about Tyler Perry? What about Tyler Perry?
What?
Corbin asked if we'd heard about Tyler Perry.
What about him?
I'm waiting for him to. Michael asked, what was it?
Oh, bless his fat ass.
What?
Oh, my Lord, Slim.
You ain't got no ass at all. What you talking about?
Oh my God, Auntie. I knew you were going to say that.
He's done. He's got bird legs.
Tyler Perry bought senior citizens groceries at grocery stores all over. That is awesome. I love Tyler Perry.
Oh, he bought
Medea. I love him.
I love Medea.
I do too. I want to be her when I grow up.
I would love to meet Tyler Perry as Medea.
Yeah.
I would love to meet Medea.
That's amazing that he did that. See, people like that just...
Now you worry me, Mr. Nos. He said he's a licensed nut counter.
Uh-oh. Hydrant. Never mind.
No.
I ain't gonna say it. Rob, what's
Rob
behind
can't
you?
sit still.
Rob, there's something behind you.
I can see behind me.
No, you can't. Oh, yeah, you're holding it.
I see it.
He paid for them all. It was about 48 crore. Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
I'm a licensed butt crusher. Nut crusher. Okay. That makes a little more sense.
Come on, don't look under the bed.
Rob.
Oh my God, Rob.
She did not listen to you the 20 times you've watched this before. She ain't going to listen to you now.
That's his butt scratcher.
Don't cover your eyes, Rob.
I think they're just trying to get me to read this stuff out loud. Because then it sounds like I'm a licensed butt scratcher, and I'm not. We're losing Cam Newton, and they're finding out all the charity he done without the public knowing. A lot of them do a lot of stuff like that without the public knowing. And I think the public should know.
Rob is tripping me out.
Oh my God.
Behind the door.
You're worse than me.
It's not behind the door. It's behind you, Rob.
It's behind your window shade. Go open the window shade.
No, she's behind that door.
You think getting that higher in your chair is going to help you?
He done a lot. I'm no fan, but he's got my respect.
Mm-hmm.
Sister, no, don't.
So quiet.
No jump rock.
Rob.
Oh.
I think it's the first one, man.
Yeah, this is original. This is the scary one. I'd be more freaked out if the lights were off and I wasn't on here.
Turn the lights off.
Rob's license to chase off crabs.
Huh?
Crabs.
Mr. Noss said Rob's license to chase off crabs.
Oh. I can't show you guys what I'm watching, but this is the good one. It's on Tubi TV for free.
Tubi TV for free. What part are you at now?
Crispin,
What part's the movie on now?
Crispin Wall had the brain with old timers. That's what they just said.
It was just on the part where the
Oh my God.
finally sees where the other sister finally sees Annabelle behind their bedroom door.
I'm gonna get you, Lynn.
He's
You're
scared
the
of
wrong
me.
person, huh?
That's the shit out of me.
Oh, man.
I was over here reading the chat and I hear somebody scream.
Corbin said he has Tubi, but he doesn't really like it.
I love Tubi TV. I love it. Got a lot of old shows and some decent movies and stuff. They put new movies on there every so
Lynn,
often
you're not
too.
right.
I never
That's
said I was.
Wheeler again. It's a squealer.
It's squeaky.
Is in the house.
Excuse you, George.
Somebody playing the drums?
Rob is.
Sherry's hollering for Slim.
Slum.
Okay, now they're up in the attic.
Who's smacking?
Rob,
I'm not
Rob?
smoking.
them ice cubes.
Don't make me get them boogers after you. Hi, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Hey, Jody.
Attic. Now she's pointing at her bruise in the mirror.
Oh, really, Corbin? I want to do that. What can we watch?
Do what?
Corbin said,
That
did
would
you
be
guys
cool.
Netflix has a website that we can all watch the same movie together and chat.
Me and Lainey and Casey did
Oh.
that.
We're doing that, Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Casey, Lainey already did it.
How many people can be on there, Corbin?
I want to do that. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool to have a movie night. Laney, Casey, and George do it. We could all do like they do. Just get a bunch of junk food and sit around and watch movies one night.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
It sounds like it. I would love that. Me and George did that one night when he was working. I played a movie and I just faced my camera towards the screen. And me and Twinkie were doing that some, but not like that. I want to be able to do it like that. We need to set up a movie night, Corbin.
Yeah. I'm doing movie night right now.
Who is smacking?
It ain't me.
Lynn,
No.
George, Contreras, Edwards. Are you smacking?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me in that face and tell me you're not smacking.
I'm serious. I was listening.
It wasn't me because I was on mute.
I know you and Lynn both were on mute, I think. And Rob crunching ice. Bert,
Bart. Called them both Bart and Ernie.
Oh, now she done it. She messed up the house.
Rob, that is you.
Mm-mm.
Gee, it was not me.
I wasn't eating nothing. It was him up there.
You're chewing ice.
Yeah, but a minute ago I wasn't.
Oh, this time you were.
I'm not even eating anything.
No, Ford. Sometimes they're gone. I've had that happen a lot here lately because I don't take people's wrenches unless I block them. So hang on just a sec. I didn't even realize it was gone either, Ford. Sorry. Let me fix it. It does that.
Come on now.
Ford sometimes.
What, Mom?
I've had a couple people, their wrenches have been gone.
Oh, that.
There you go. It's all fixed. That's a link for more info. Okay, got it. I'm going to save that.
Don't go.
Hello.
Don't go in the basement. She's going in the basement. Oh, come on.
You're gonna follow her. Whoa.
Oh, she's going in the basement. This is
You know what I'd love to do at one of the reunions one time is get one of them hypnotists.
Oh.
Come in and like we could get Rob and Buddy and all them hypnotized.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Make them walk
Robert,
around
you're
like
getting too
chickens.
scared. You gonna cover your eyes? Cover your eyes.
And then we'd have them like say every time you hear "Oh Lord," you have to like act like a chicken. So they'd be on their live streams. We'd be like, "Oh Lord," and they'd be like,
Oh, the door slammed. The door slammed on her.
Rob is not paying attention to none you're saying.
"Oh my Lord, the door slammed." Okay, we really got to watch a scary movie with Rob too. But I think a comedy movie is always fun when there's a bunch of people.
That's what me and Laney Casey did. We watched first a scary movie and then comedy.
Yeah,
I think the best movie I seen comedy wise in a theater was Grown Ups.
Really?
Because that audience was laughing so hard.
The lights just went out.
The lights just went out, Rob.
Oh my God, Rob.
The part
Your
is
lights are
the
going out right now.
out of me.
Rob's freaking out this movie.
Hello, Past Life Explorer. How are you?
Oh, I got.
Good to see you here.
Oh my
Oh,
Lord.
she's gonna do the clap. She's gonna do the clap
Clap.
right here.
Oh Lord.
Oh, this is where she does the clap.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Rob, you're such a little girl.
Oh.
I know he didn't grab a blanket.
Yes, he did. That's why I said he's a little girl.
Aww.
Rob, do you need us to hold your hand?
Hey, Past Life Explorer.
Here, Georgie, hold my hand.
Oh, there you go. There you go. It's
You need
gonna
to
be
call
okay.
him Roberta.
Oh,
It's gonna be okay. I got you.
Okay.
my son is helping my brother through a scary movie. How sweet.
Roberta.
What were you
You're gonna
talking
call
about,
her.
Amy? I didn't hear anything you were talking about. That whole thing.
Good. Well, first, my D Live is not very good. Like the signal's not good. So people that, because I was going to start doing some D live streams, but I'm only going to do those in the afternoons whenever I feel like it. But the other streams are going to continue to be here because I know Sherry doesn't have D Live and Player can't watch the hello.
What the hell?
What was that?
Lynn?
Is it scaring the poop out of you, Rob?
That ain't me.
Oh my God, Mom.
Well, Lynn's on mute. Is your bottom screaming? But yeah, I don't want to do a bunch of streams over there to where the people that I really want there can't be there. So
Rob cannot sit still, that's for sure.
Ooh.
ooh, what was it?
He wanted
God.
to be lonely.
You know what's
Who's
sad?
on top of
He's probably really watching Frozen, and he's just saying it's The Conjuring.
If I could show
Oh
you,
my
guys, I
God.
would show you. No, he was on top of
You
the.
can show it. I don't care. It ain't gonna do nothing. I'll lose
Right.
5 cents. Woo.
That's The Conjuring.
John, Rob, you're sitting
That's
5 miles
Aladdin.
away from the TV.
That looks like Aladdin.
Aladdin.
With the Sanderson sisters.
It's strange because I can others on D Live but can't see you. I don't understand that. That drives me crazy.
How can he be scared if the volume's down?
Rob, behind you.
Because I don't want to get a copyright strike and you can't hear
Yeah,
them.
but that's what I'm saying. How can you be scared? There's no sound.
No, but you still see it. I've seen this movie before.
And it still scares him.
Mm-hmm. I actually.
Good night, Mr. Nas.
Good night,
Thank you
Mr.
for
Nut.
becoming a member.
I met Annabelle too. I mean, Buddy did. The girl that played Annabelle.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that movie yet.
Annabelle is so good. Like, well, the third one is better than any of them.
And it's
I
not
like
I would like to
Conjuring
visit
and
and
Annabelle.
see the doll.
Yeah. Corbin, what would be a good movie for us all to watch together?
No, I'd only get to watch movies on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
I can watch it on Wednesday because I got Wednesdays off.
Wednesday's good for me too because that's not a truck day. Is Wednesdays good for you, Sherry and Corbin, and
That's your live
whoever
stream.
else is joining? Huh?
That's your live stream night.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be going on every Wednesday, so I'd say comedy, comedy or drama, or comedy drama. I say comedy would be good. Probably the evening, Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Sleepaway Camp. I watched that again
That was
a couple
a
of
good
years
movie.
ago.
Where you
What,
going, George?
I have
Work.
to go.
You have to go to work?
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. Love you, Georgie.
Love you, Georgie.
Love you, Georgie.
I don't want to go,
Have
but
a good night.
It's all right, Georgie. We love you.
Love you.
Even that you saw you, I
Be
feel that.
careful.
Pretty bunch.
All right.
Good night, Georgie.
Be
Show
careful,
him
George.
your face, Twinkie.
Okay, I'll show you my face.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you. Love you.
Love
Love
you.
you.
I look like
Love
a
you.
producer tonight.
Love you,
That's why I
Georgie.
Don't fart too much, okay, Lynn?
Seth is on his game. You can hear him.
Hello, Lurch, and I'm gonna say Arachnophobia or Eight-Legged Freaks or any other spider movie. He said, "Hey, Twinkies, guess what movie I just got done watching Laugh Out Loud? It's something you hate." So I'm gonna say Arachnophobia or Eight-Legged Freaks,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
something like that.
Good night for
I love watching comedies with a bunch of people because then you can laugh.
Georgie.
Spiders 3D. I knew it was a spider.
Comedy, I like Zombieland.
Zombieland's good.
I ain't watching nothing with a bunch of spiders. Nothing.
Nothing with a bunch of spiders. No, I ain't watching no spider movie.
Or nothing
You know-
with a bunch of snakes.
You might be saying that as a joke for it, but I actually like the Sharknado movies. They're stupid, but I've watched every one of them.
Nothing.
I like the
That
Police
movie will give
Academy
me
movies.
nightmares.
You ain't lying.
I've seen it, but I will never watch it again.
What?
Arachnophobia.
Oh, I love that movie. I also like the original Dumb and Dumber movie.
I'm trying to think of what comedies have come out recently, like that are.
How are we all gonna watch a movie together, though?
That's how you do it. It's an app or something. I don't know what it is, but you send links kind of like you do here, I believe, because that's what George and them do. Him, Casey, and Lainey have a
They
movie
do it
night.
all the time.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and what they do is they just go buy a bunch of junk food and stuff like that, and then they all go in their rooms and watch the movie and talk and.
You can interact while you're watching a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They've been doing it for a good while. Casey, Caleb,
Oh yeah, a couple of years now.
Casey, and Lainey and George. They have like a date night.
Okay, to please Corbin, yet still a horror. How about Shaun of the Dead? Shaun of the Dead is funny, but I love Dawn of the Dead. Like, that's one of my ultimate favorite zombie movies.
I love Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead is the best
Yes.
zombie movie.
I just wondered if that actually happened, but, you know.
Well, I'm going to say if we did ever have a zombie apocalypse, I would want the Dawn of the Dead zombies. I wouldn't want the World War Z zombies.
I've never seen it.
I'd want the Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah, Walking Dead zombies are better.
The World War Z zombies are fast.
He said first thing, love you very much, Uncle Kdogg. Night night, everyone gonna read him. Good night, Kdogg. Love you.
Good night, Kdogg.
What is the scariest or the movie that scared you the most? Everyone. Like Cody, he will not watch The Exorcist. He will not watch any possession movies.
I don't like The Exorcist.
Zombieland Double Tap is the best one because the main motto due to a box of Twinkies with no expiration date. Okay, Double Tap was good, but I still think the first one was better.
I love the original one.
The original one was better to me.
Watched it.
Now the truck, I understand, a lot of people like the second one because the monster truck got, a lot more scenes than this one, but good night, Past Life Explorers. Thanks for coming in.
Good night, Past Life.
In that past life.
I don't think there's really been a movie that like scared me so much that I won't.
Another one, the original Poltergeist movie.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like The Hills Have Eyes. I wouldn't say it scared me.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just like nasty.
Hills Have Eyes is just creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a creepy movie.
See, I'm not like a Rob Zombie type. I don't like all the gore, like all the blood and guts and.
Well, I like
But,
the Rob
I'll
Zombie
watch 'em.
movies, but I like those ones. I just don't like that Hills Have Eyes movie. That one just made my stomach turn for some reason, and I pulled it out of the DVD player and busted it in half. Like, we're
Yeah.
never watching it again.
I
don't not like Rob Zombie, but I'm just the gore. That to me, that's not really like my kind of horror. I like the ones that are like more suspenseful than
We could watch
Right.
Texas Chainsaw
Gory.
Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, April?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
See, now that one used to scare the crap out of all of us because it was supposed to have taken place here in Texas. Whether it's real or not, it still scared. It's kind of like La Llorona. That could be a myth, but it could also be real. So to us that lived here in Texas, you grew up, that was like our La Llorona,
Mm-hmm.
was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre because good night, Corbin. Love you. Ready to see them videos.
Good night, Corbin. Love you.
We know you love being Twisted Lurch.
Good night, Ford and Mrs. Ford.
Good night, Ford and Mrs. Ford. Good to see you guys. Love and hugs.
I like the child play movies, but I didn't care for the Resurrection one, and I didn't like the
Seed of Chucky.
That was so stupid.
That was the stupidest thing ever made.
Like, what?
I mean, it was bad enough that him and Tiffany got married.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad enough. But to throw a kid in there, that was just gross.
And he was made in China. Oh, it was like, what?
Yeah. There's a lot of horror movies that I just started watching. I'm like, I can't even do this. Now, Evil Dead. I usually don't like remakes, but I really did like the remake of Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen this one? It's called Cat People.
Cat People. I've heard of it.
It's crazy.
I don't think I've seen it though. Not Corbin.
It's crazy. It's actually a person that actually turns into a cat and like a tiger or lion or something.
Here, kitty.
Oh, Lord.
The original what was filmed in your town, Lori? Evil Dead. If so, that's awesome. Is Laura there with you, Lori? That's awesome, Lori. So, Laura, we said hi.
Cat's Eye. Cat's Eye wasn't really that scary.
No.
It was like Christine and who else was in that? That was Drew Barrymore was in that. And
Mm-hmm.
the car, Christine was in it, and
Yeah. Well, anything Stephen King makes, I love. They're like, those are my absolute favorites. And of course, well, let's see, my top 5 of Stephen King is The Stand is number 1, hands down. Storm of the Century, Silver Bullet, Maximum Overdrive, and then Christine.
What's that one that was like a TV show that he made of the hospital?
Kingdom Hospital.
I think that was a good.
Me, Cody, and some of our friends, we stayed for 3 days. We all watched that from beginning to end. That was like the longest dang show, but it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it ended, I was like, what the heck? I was so mad at the ending.
Stephen King's got a twisted mind, but
oh yeah. And now have y'all seen Bag of Bones? Stephen King?
Uh-huh.
Bag of Bones was so good. That was really good too.
I like Pet Cemetery.
I love the Pet Cemeteries. The remake was okay. Hi, Laura. I knew you were there somewhere.
Hi, Laura.
Anything from Stephen King. I don't think I've ever had. Well, Desperation was like not my favorite, but I still watched it.
I thought what an amazing movie. Shocking to hear was a Stephen King movie was Green Mile.
Oh, The Green Mile. Yes, definitely. One of the best. Just to have the brain that he has, that's. And like Lainey, she didn't even know because Stephen King makes an appearance in all of his movies.
Mm-hmm.
And Lainey just realized that the other day. I was like, you didn't know that? He makes a little cameo in every one of the movies.
Yep. Stan Lee used to do that in all of his movies too.
It is a really, like, I love it. And the new one, I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I like the new one. I was shocked.
I was so mad when I found out they were going to remake it. But then when I watched them, they were actually really good. Because, and this is why I say this, the first It and the new It, even though they were the same exact movie, the way they did the remake felt like you were watching a totally different movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it isn't, like, to me, it didn't even compare.
Isn't Cujo one of his movies too?
Who's your,
Scared the crap out of me.
Cujo.
who scared the crap out of you?
Cujo.
Oh yeah, Cujo, definitely. My mom, we wanted a Saint Bernard so bad. My mom was like, "Nope, you ain't getting one." All because of Cujo. Me and Lainey watched that a couple weeks ago. She had never seen it.
She never seen Cujo?
Mm-mm.
Scared?
No. The one movie that I made Lainey watch, well, I made her watch Gremlins and all that, and she loved those movies. But the one that I made her watch it about like 10 years ago. It was Birds.
Oh,
And I don't know how it is everywhere else, but here in Texas, if you get near a Walmart or anywhere like that, the power lines
go everywhere.
It scared her to death so bad for months after that. And still to this day, if there's a lot of birds around, she will not get out of the car.
That's why Michael, he'll go and because we're walking in front of somebody one time and a bird crapped on him. And so when we get out, Michael gets closer, he'll start clapping his hands because they'll fly away.
Yeah. Yeah, Christine was definitely good, Laura.
I'm surprised they never made a remake of Christine. I thought they would have.
I give it time, they will.
Like a second one or something.
They'll end up remaking it. The one movie I do not want them to remake at all, though. Well, several of them, which is The Stand and all that. I don't want them to redo any of that. But if they ever try to redo Maximum Overdrive, I'm going to be angry.
That was I love the soundtrack and stuff to
Oh
that.
yeah,
too.
AC/DC, heck yeah,
AC/DC, oh
best
yeah.
best soundtrack ever. But if they just cannot redo that movie and it be good,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll probably be good, but like you can't.
I mean,
There was nothing wrong with it.
if Stephen King's involved, it might be pretty good.
But I doubt he'll be involved. You can get it. Taco Bell 12 and name it Cujo, my lord. My brother had a dog named Cujo that was a miniature. I would like some modern version of Christine. That would be cool. I mean, it would definitely be. Christine was good
Yeah.
the way it was, but like, and really and truly with the technology they had then, it actually was really good.
I like the music. I love Bad to the Bone when they played
Yeah.
that. And,
Well, music back then was a whole lot better anyway.
yeah.
What was
But
the
you-
movie? What was the movie? Was it Peggy Sue? Something about
married.
prom.
Peggy Sue got married.
Is it where the prom and she locks all the
Peggy Sue.
doors?
Peggy
Oh.
Sue.
No, you're talking about
Starts killing all the people in the prom.
Oh no, that's Carrie.
Carrie, yes.
Yeah, Carrie.
was awesome.
There is a movie called Peggy Sue Got Married though, with her in it.
They did.
Or no, she
remake
wasn't in it.
Carrie.
Who was in it? What's her face? Was in Peggy Sue Got Married. But Carrie was the one with Sissy Spacek.
Yeah.
They did make a remake of Carrie.
Yeah, they did. Well, see, they have Carrie, and then they have Carrie the Rage, which was part 2, and then they did a remake of Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
And the remake was not that bad. We actually went to the theaters and watched that, and all the girls that were sitting in front of us, they screamed the whole way through that daggone movie. Me and Cody were laughing.
What is the movie where all the cars come alive?
Maximum
Overdrive.
That was pretty.
The big trucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I can remember some movies, but the names of them I can't ever remember.
The coolest truck, though, I loved the Joker. He knew he was the leader.
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, Christine was John Carpenter.
John Carpenter's Christine, yes.
John Carpenter was good too, though. Everything he did was good.
Yeah. What was that movie with Roddy Piper that was John
Oh
Carpenter?
yeah, that was when they had to wear them glasses.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
That was
What was
There's one
that
part
movie? I haven't seen that in forever.
one
What
part
was it?
Roddy Piper ad-libbed. I'm all out of bubble gum or something. He ad-libbed that part.
Yeah. They Live.
They Live, yes.
That was it.
I could see
They had
them
to wear
making
them
a new one of
sunglasses.
that. I could see a new version of They Live,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it'd be the same because Roddy Piper is gone now. But
I haven't seen it in a long time. I hadn't even heard about that movie in a long time.
didn't Stephen King write the book of the Christine and John Carpenter did the movie? I know there was a book. I think there was a book of Christine.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up because we have Christine with all of our Stephen King stuff. So
Do you know what movie that was where there's the they're like in the desert and under the ground or under the sand is like big worms that come up and
Tremors.
eat everything.
Tremors.
Tremors, yeah.
I have Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
John Carpenter just directed it.
Mm-hmm. So it was still Stephen King, but John Carpenter directed the movie.
Escape from Manhattan. Yeah, that was a good one.
Now Slim is into watching a bunch of vampire movies.
My favorite vampire movie is Lost Boys.
Yeah, the original. Oh,
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the best.
Lost Boys, it had everybody that I had crushes on back then, and that was
I
like,
don't think anybody can really top that movie.
I don't either.
They did make another one.
Yeah.
What was that vampire movie with Brad Pitt as a vampire?
Brad Pitt and what's his name?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah.
I just didn't get into that.
I couldn't get into that one either.
Cody loves that movie, but I didn't really care for it. I'm not real big on vampire movies anyway. But because Lost Boys, after that, they were all sucky.
I didn't really care. I seen the Twilight movies. I didn't like those. I'm like,
Twilight is like a comic version of. What about Flatliners? I love Flatliners too.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts and
Blade Saga was pretty good.
I liked Blade, but I couldn't really I watched it once. Oh, now the vampire.
Vampire Diaries.
Favorite. What is Underworld?
Underworld. Yeah,
that
that's
one
like a vampire. Bad. My dad has all those.
Yeah.
The Twilight House. I told you that the Twilight House is here, right? In St. Helens. Yeah, in this small town. The one that she lived in was filmed here. Some of it was filmed up in Fork, but the actual house scenes and stuff was filmed here. The Swan House.
Yeah.
You want to hear? There's a connection with the Twilight movies in where I live at because what's his name? Taylor Lautner is from Grand Rapids. He was born here and raised in Grand Rapids. He actually went to school with one of my cousins. He played the wolf. I actually did a video of his hometown.
Yep, I remember that.
The school he went to and everything, but the house where he lived at, that burnt down. And they ended up moving in with his aunt.
Yeah. Now another wolf movie that wasn't that scary at all, but Teen Wolf.
Oh yeah, I remember Teen Wolf. That was awesome.
Michael J. Fox. I loved that movie. Now I like Teen Wolf. I didn't like. Part 2 is okay, but
yeah. Jason Bateman played the second one.
Michael J. Fox. Once you change the characters and stuff like that, the actors, it just went to crap.
Like Back to the Future trilogy. I love that series.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I'm going to jump off here. I'm starting to pass out in the chair. I need to
I'm fixing
go
to
lay
too. I'm
down.
fixing to start saying my goodbyes because we're at the 3-hour mark.
Yep. I'm about to.
So, everyone, Rob, are you going to go live tomorrow?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe.
Okay, so y'all be looking just in case Rob goes live tomorrow. And then Friday night, Twinkie goes live.
Yeah,
And then we will be back on Saturday night.
but I might try to go a little earlier because I got to be at work at 5 in the morning.
Okay. So be watching for Twinkie. Make sure that bell is on. Entity Paranormal Investigators. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us. Y'all mean the world to us.
Night,
We hope you
everybody.
know that. Thank you to all the new members. And remember, Rob and Twinkie, they're both going to be setting theirs up. George and Rich, I believe, too.
Yep.
But we love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you all.
Love you all.
Love you.
Peace.
Bye, everyone.